I survived 1,000 days in hardcore Minecraft. This journey was insane. We went from the bottom and now we're at the top. In this video, you're going to be seeing the first 12 episodes of this hardcore world and hardcore series as I survive and almost die in some of these clips. Now sit back, get some popcorn, get some snacks, get a big bag, and enjoy. I've had this hardcore world for about a year now. And to be honest, I feel like I've rushed a lot of my projects. And I feel like I've kind of rushed this world way too quickly. Minecraft is meant to be a sandbox game and it's meant to kind of be played however the player wants to play it, but preferably how I play it is slowly. So in this season of Minecraft Hardcore, we're going to kind of dial it back a little bit for these first couple episodes. We'll still build big builds, but I have some goals in mind for this new series. Welcome to Minecraft Hardcore Season 2. Spawn better not suck. Oh, our spawn indeed does not suck at all. Wow. Well, I preferably don't want to live in the acacia biome, so we're kind of just going to take what we need from this village. Ooh, a bundle. I haven't gotten this yet because my world, my OG hardcore world was all the way back in 1.21. Now, the reason why I want to kind of play it a little slower in this hardcore run is because all my builds, I feel like they've always lacked something. And I find myself all the time after videos always going back and fixing those needs. I kind of want to focus more on my builds in this journey. I also want to focus more on taking my time. I feel like after episode 4, I just stopped taking my time with my builds. And I already see where our ideal home is going to be. Also, speaking on the topic of my builds, I kind of want to focus a lot more on trying to build new stuff. I really kind of just want to sit down and take my time with that. So I have 3 goals for this video today. First of all, we're going to build a house. Second goal, we're going to build a giant farm, a giant animal and crop farm. And then our third goal is going to be we're going to get some good gear so we can survive. I don't really like this spawn. Dude, if I look over this hill and it's more savanna, I'm making a new world. I don't care. Oh, shoot. Whoa. Hold on, because this is actually beautiful. Oh my god, dude. This area has every biome right by it. Oh, and there's a village. Wait, this is low-key the best start in the world. I just need to travel a little bit. I think I know where I'm building. If it's even a question. Oh my god. Wait, this just doesn't stop. There's just a giant cave here too. All right, let's put our makeshift base here. And we're gonna go ahead and sleep the night away. And we are good to go. Now, I want my house to look nice. So I'm gonna use a tutorial or like a blueprint to kind of look at what I want. But before I do that, I'm making stone tools because wood tools are just absolutely unacceptable right now. So the first thing we're going to do is get a lot of logs. We're going to need a lot of them. Okay, so I got pretty much all the resources. A lot of it, I just have to wait for these spruce trees to grow. Because I need a lot of spruce. But other than that, I think we can get started with this build. Turns out I need a lot more spruce than I thought, so I'm gonna go run out and grab a bunch of spruce real quick. I got 23 more logs. I know it's not gonna be enough, but I mean, at least it's a start. But I did get 11 more saplings, so the production is gonna be a lot more quicker. Oh god. Oh! Ooh, what you know about that? Oh yeah, folded. Oh! Oh, folded! Oh! Folded! Ooh, there's more skeletons.
Hi,
and I'm getting chased by a witch. Dude, I look, you want to kill those skeletons. I want to kind of lure one over here. This is so risky right now, especially since I'm pretty much butt naked right now. I shouldn't have waited till nighttime. I should have made sure it was daytime. Oh my god, he fell. Yeah, I'll fix that later. Give me a bone. Should I risk it for one more bone? Ooh, what you know about that? You missed. Ooh, you missed. Ooh, you missed again. Dang, you suck. Okay, I'm going to bed. I don't care. I'm making it daytime. And there's a creeper just sitting right by my bed. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. No, what's up? What's up? I gave your brother smoke. What's up? Okay. We'll fix that later. Before I get back in the building, I want to go ahead and try and get a giant tree here. Please work. Oh my god, that's a long one. Just in case that isn't enough, I got even more saplings to grow. Okay, back into the montage. Okay, and for the most part, that is the house done. I just gotta add some exterior, I just have to add some exterior detail whenever we get iron, because I don't have shears. But, we're on to the next thing. So, I would make a farm right now that goes with the house, but I don't have any resources at all. And I'm really, like, starting to run low on all this other stuff. So, I think it's time that we go mining. And remember earlier in the video how we found a giant hole? I think that will become useful right about now. Okay, so this is the hole. I don't know if there's an easy way to get in the hole. Pause. But we're gonna try and find it. Oh, never mind. Now, it's a good thing that we found iron, because the first thing I actually want to do while down here is make a shield. Because I'm not trying to die by a skeleton. Ooh, I think I found our way in. Oh, you gotta go. I'm not dealing with cave spiders down here. Oh god. I really don't want to die down here. I really don't want to die down here.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Oh my god, that was a potato. Oh, I'm taking my revenge out. Ow. Good god. Is that the deep slate layer I see? Since we're at the deep slate layer, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a couple iron pickaxes. There we go. And what does the deep slate layer have to offer? Wait, that's a whole lot of deep slate coal. Okay, deep slate coal is actually rare, so I'm gonna save that. So at this layer, we could start finding a little more ores, like diamonds and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to be like those YouTubers that expect a full set of fully enchanted, maxed out netherite gear by episode 1, but I do want to try and get at least a diamond or two. Oh my god, that hurt. Ooh, I might be dead. Oh my god, that was a really close call. It would have been over right there if I did not have a shield. Oh yeah, bring me the diamonds, baby. And I see a giant iron vein over there too. Yeah, we'll have all that smelt. I feel like I'm in the movie right now. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was another really close call. Oh my god! Dude! Jesus. There's so much diamonds down here, dude, but there's just no... I can't. There's no way I'm gonna be able to grab it with 18 skeletons on my butt. I should just bolt. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Oh, my beautiful house. Okay, wow, what a trip. Now, as you guys may have noticed, I have absolutely no food at all because I'm eating rotten flesh right now. And that's how you know you need to get some food. I think it is time that we start making a couple farms because, yeah, we just need farms. And I'm not just talking about the plant farms. I'm talking we need animal farms as well. Let's go ahead and get to work. I'm probably gonna need a lot of oak fences for this. This should be enough for now. For at least the wheat. Now that it's daytime, we're gonna go ahead and go explore this village over here. This village should have everything we need. I'm hoping it has carrots and potatoes. I'm also here for the wheat. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Potato, potato, please. Yes, yes, Irish potatoes, yes. It's a lot of potatoes. Okay, that's still what I needed. I mean, yeah, the farmland is coming together. And I ran out of wood. Of course I did. Now we really just gotta wait till nighttime so we can light up the entire area. Alright, you already know what's next up. It is the animal farm. Ooh, it's nighttime. Okay. This is perfect. Now it's time to go to sleep. Okay, I got 4 pens ready for 4 different types of mobs. Now I gotta kill a couple skeletons so I can grow some carrots so we can get a couple pigs in too. And now all we need is just 2 pigs. We have every single animal now that we need so far trapped inside of a cage. Now I think it's time that I build a little shed to put some of the stuff in. And when I mean stuff, I mean the plants and, you know, yeah, the plants. Dude, this shed doesn't even look that bad. And it looks like enough time has passed that we can do a first little harvest here. Oh my god, we have enough. And everything is looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna do one more thing before I end the episode, and then that's move those spruce trees up to the front and start growing some oak trees behind the house. Before I forget, I also remembered about this. Oh my god. Okay, it does look really nice. I'm not gonna lie. That does look quite nice. Sorry if I'm jumping from task to task, guys. I just really want to get this done. If you guys enjoyed episode 1, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys have any suggestions, please comment down below what they are. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye, guys. So we're here. We're back in episode 2. Because y'all loved episode 1 so much. So we're here for episode 2. Welcome to the hardcore world, episode 2. And in this video, I want to make a giant villager trading hall. But I also want to build a couple other things too. And I'll tell you all that thing later. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and get started right with the villager trading hall. So I need to transport villagers from this village over here all the way to over here in order to get this thing started. So I don't know what the easiest way to do that is. I'm just gonna assume taking them via boat travel will be the easiest. Real quick before we continue the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. It really means a lot. I thought season 2 was not gonna be as popular as season 1, but actually the first episode of season 2 was more popular than half of my videos in season 1. Okay, I don't know how we're gonna do this. I'm not even about to lie. I guess I could create a hole throughout the mountain, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to get a villager to go up here unless I move the workstation. Ah, you know what? I found my IQ. Excuse me, sir. I just need to take your job real quick. Okay, now follow me. Nope. This is gonna be super tedious. No, what are y'all doing? No, there's a job. No interacting. Oh yeah. I think I might just leave these villagers in the middle of the ocean so they don't die, because I still have to build the main building. So here's our first villager, and we have to do that all over again. Great. Now I want to make a goal. So I want to actually have a couple buildings in this area. I want to make a breeding hall, a trading hall, and a zombie purification hall. We're not going to cure any villagers today. I just want to build the building in general, because I don't have any name tags with me. And here's villager number 2. Okay, so I think I found the area of land that we're going to use, because majority of it's already flat for us. I just need to terraform a little bit, that's all. Okay, I feel like before I continue with anything, I want to grab enough obsidian to make an enchantment table, because I want to get faster tools. I really don't got time to throw hands with y'all right now. Dude, I just need to be... Dude! I just need to be in and out. Dude! I came down here for lava. That's all I came down here for. Ugh! There's so many mobs! Ooh, ankles. Okay, there's diamonds over there. I can't help myself. And there's diamonds up here, too. And there's diamonds down here, too. Okay, let's grab the obsidian and then grab the diamonds. I don't want to get sidetracked. Alright, y'all. That's 14 obsidian down. And now I'm going to grab these 2 diamond veins and leave. It's my one-in-a-lifetime luck that I walk out of the cave with more diamonds than I walked in with the cave. Wait, what? You know what I mean? I ain't come down here looking for diamonds. I walked out with 10. Okay, so we have a lot more diamonds. And now we have obsidian, which is great. You know what I just realized grabbing that sugarcane? I haven't made a sugarcane farm yet. That's a problem. And wha-bang, enchantment table. So now that we're done getting sidetracked, we can finally get started with the main build. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there's gonna be 3 different builds, and the first one I'm gonna build out of a strict tutorial on my own. Oh my god. No, dude, no! Oh my god. Y'all suck, bro. My god. I don't even have enough resources to go into the nether and fix y'all. I'm gonna keep them alive. I'll just keep them forever in that boat. Okay, the last thing I need is a whole load of cobblestone. I think it's time that we finally start making a mine. Whew, okay, it is time. I got all the resources. It is finally time to start building this thing. This build will be linked in the description down below.
แล้วกูก็รับตังค์ใช้ชีวิตอย่าให้ประมาทกูยังต้องระวังแค่สักคนหนึ่งในชีวิตที่จะคอยรับฟังปล่อยให้เสียงเพลงแพ้ก็ช็อตดังไปเหมือนระฆังเก็บคำของในโทรศัพท์แล้วกูก็รับตังค์ใช้ชีวิตอย่าให้ประมาทกูยังต้องระวังแค่สักคนหนึ่งในชีวิตที่จะคอยรับฟังปล่อยให้เสียงเพลงแพ้ก็ช็อตดังไปเหมือนระฆังออกไปเชื่อกูยังทำงานกูเองเส้นทางมันมีเพียงทางเดียวเหตุผลที่กูทำแต่เพลงแต่ก็ไม่เป็นที่หนึ่งเราไม่ใช่คนกันเองควรตีนให้มึงไปที่อื่นอย่าให้กูต้องพูด again ว่าคืนที่มึงออกไปชิลกูยังทำงานกูเองเส้นทางมันมีเพียงทางเดียว
Dude, this thing is looking real good so far. I actually really like it. Shout out to the builder once again. It's gonna be linked in the description down below. I forgot to do it with the last builder, so I'm gonna do it with this builder. And with this last block, we are officially done with the villager trading hall. Now this thing is 2 floors, which means, you know, there's quite a lot of places to trade. Now it's time to do the next thing. Okay, so the next build that we gotta do is we have to make a villager breeder now, which means I have to cut some of this land, which with a big ol' boom. I totally didn't clear out this area off camera. Now we're on to the next building that we're gonna make, and we're gonna make the villager breeding system. I kinda wanna keep it the same design as this, so, yeah, let's go grab some resources. I think I got enough resources to start building the second building. So my plan for this second building is I want to have all the villager breeding down underground. So it's probably not going to be as big of a building as this, but it's still going to be a building. I don't know how I ran out of land already. I guess I gotta terraform some more. Land, terrain, terraform. I don't even know what I'm doing. And for this build that I'm doing right now, I'm not using a tutorial. I'm trying to use what I learned from the first 2 episodes for this build. I mean, yeah, I like this. It looks pretty good. I think the other one looks a little better, but that's all good. Alright, the roof is built. Now it's time to work on the outside. Yeah, I like that look. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. And there's only a couple final touches we need to do and this place is officially done. And then obviously this grass has to also be transformed into stone bricks as well. So we're gonna go ahead and break the floor again now that we're done. And we're gonna start building the basement portion of this. Oh my god, there's a water cave. Nah, it's alright, we can build around it. Actually, this one might be a little difficult to build around. Son of a gun, dude. Why? So, guys, we might have a little challenge on our hands, and that is this water cave. But that's okay. We have a bunch of filler blocks, and it's called dirt. Trust me, guys, this is gonna look good. Right now, we're just building the foundation of the area. Then we're gonna build here in the middle. Okay, that took forever because there's water right above us. So our floors are going to be stone brick still because I like the whole stone brick aspect of this entire project so far. And the walls, I don't know yet. I'll figure it out as we go, but we're going to get the floors done first. Floors are officially done. Now I want to build the roof next. And then we're going to figure out our walls last, obviously. And that's the roof done, and now we're just left with the walls, which I think I know what I want to build the walls out of. I think I want to build them out of polished granite. Now I'm going to add some regular granite around here to make it look like a sense of, you know, it's kind of decaying a little bit. Yeah, I like the look of it. Now, before I do anything, I want to, you know, put villagers in here. So I have to go grab another 2 villagers. Because if y'all forgot about, you know, the first 2 villagers, because of me being an idiot, they're now zombie villagers. There's 1 villager kidnapped, and I gotta go grab the other one real quick. Also, too, on the topic of this villager house, let me know in the comment section down below how I did with this build. By the way, I did not use a tutorial for this build. I just kind of redid the build as the, you know, first build I did. That makes no sense at all. Hold on. Basically, what I did was I kind of just, you know, took some aspects of the first build that did use the tutorial and just, you know, kind of used some different blocks. And that is villager 2 of 2 kidnapped. Now, I gotta work on a couple last things, and this thing is officially done. And now we are officially done with this. Now it is time to build number 3, which is going to be a zombie villager converter. Now that we cleared out this area, it is finally time that we start making the breeder. So how does this look? I'm in love with it. Okay, I see why builders use the crack blocks now. I've never used them before. This is actually going to be the first time I've done this. And that is officially the walls done, and oh my god, I'm in love with them. And now next up, I kind of just want to jump straight to the roof. And yes, I know I'll still put windows in this building, but we'll put that on towards the end. Alright, that's the first 2 layers done. Now it's time to build up a little higher. Now you guys may be wondering, is the roof done? It is not done. I need to add one more touch, and that is to the bottom of it. And that is what I like to call one strong roof. That's a good looking roof. And now we gotta move on to the floors, which I'm gonna make actually out of andesite, which is perfect. It's kind of gotta match the stony vibe of the house. Now we're gonna work on the zombie villager area. Okay, I know it looks scuffed, but just pretend there's gonna be a zombie in here, and basically the minecart's gonna go through. I'll flip these up, and then the zombie's gonna hit the villager, and then the villager will be zombified, and then we'll make a cleansing station over here soon when we get the materials to make that. And here we go, the villager curing house is officially done. Now it's time to move on to the final building, which before we do that, I do have to clear out some of this land, so yeah. Alright, it's time for the final build. So, as you can see from episode 1, I had nowhere really to put this enchantment table, so now I'm gonna make a place where I can put it. And okay, it's officially done. Just don't mind the andesite in there, just picture bookshelves, yeah. But now it's time to do the final thing before this project is finally done, and that's put a path around this area. And now that we're done with the lighting, there's one more thing. I completely forgot about it. There we go. We are officially done. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This did take me kind of a while to build because, yeah, I'm about I'm about a week late for this video. I had to take a week off, but I promise the next hardcore video is going to be a lot better. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. I appreciate you guys' support. Bye, guys. In this video, I'm going to be going to the nether for the first time, exploring around and making my nether base in my hardcore world. Now, I just want to tell you guys what I did off camera. First of all, I bred some villagers in there, and I put a couple villagers in here. I put a farmer, a Fletcher, and a librarian with mending. I did record the mending villager right here up on screen right now. The reason why I got mending is so that we can finally enchant this diamond pickaxe, because I have 36 levels and I built an enchanting room last video, so I think it's time we finally put it into use. And also too, I think it's finally time we upgrade our essential tools here and make them diamond tools. And I know what you guys are asking right now, what about the bookshelves? And okay, it's officially done. Just don't mind the andesite in there, just picture bookshelves. We're gonna have to kill some animals, unfortunately. I have way too many baby cows right now, so I only got 22 leather from that. I'm just gonna go around killing some things then. We just spent all day hunting and we have 62 leather, which should be enough. I'm not even surprised we don't have enough. I should have made a sugarcane farm in the first episode. I started looking around for some sugarcane so I can complete the enchanting room. Okay, I'm gonna see if 17's enough. And I got plenty, nice. With some extra bookshelves. So now I can finally enchant my pickaxe with efficiency. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot for. Oh, I'm gonna try and get a better enchant on the pickaxe real quick before we go into the nether and get started. Come on, give me a good one. Give me a good one. Efficiency 3. And I'm breaking 3. It's okay for now. I'm not gonna put mending on this pickaxe then if that's the case. Let's go ahead and enchant my iron armor. Okay, let's get this show on the road. The first thing we're gonna do when we enter the nether is we're gonna check our surroundings just in case. Okay, so we spawned the worst biome in the game. Nice. I guess we're just gonna mine forward for now then. There's just the same 2 biomes around me. I hit the piglins. Well, that ain't good. Ooh, okay, that was a close call. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh my god, I found the last biome. And I have the Hot Tours Destination trophy now. Jesus, that gave me 5 levels? Damn! So I'm done searching at this point. And I almost just died, so we're gonna go ahead and just like start this project. So while we're here, I'm gonna grab the wood that we need. So I just realized something. To grow these trees, I need the block that it's on, which means I need Silk Touch or I need this Enderman to pick it up. And I don't have Silk Touch, so we're gonna have to go with option B. And looks like I found that option. Alright, here's one of the blocks. I just need the red one now, which is... It's gonna be a little difficult, I'm not gonna lie. We'll figure out the red one later. For now, I mean, at least I got the blue one. Okay, so there is good and bad news. Good news, we got level 30 again, so we can try and enchant a new diamond pickaxe. Bad news, we did not find a nether portal, but we did get the resources to start stuff. Efficiency 4. I'm going for it. Please. Yo, Mojang, do me a favor. Count your days. I think it's time we finally get this started, but first I want to grow grass in the nether, which means I need a Silk Touch villager. Let's go, buddy. Okay, cue the montage for the Silk Touch book. So I was gonna start replay until I got after my second book. We're just gonna pretend it took like 5 hours to get. Yeah, this Silk Touch book, very special. And now that we got this Silk Touch book, we can go ahead and just throw it on an item, which I'm just gonna throw it on an iron pickaxe because I don't have god tools yet. So we actually gotta hold off a minute. I don't have iron. I gotta go mine it now. And with smelting all the iron, I'm officially level 30, so we can enchant that diamond pickaxe over there and see what we get before we combine stuff. Alright, let's see. Oh, I know what to put mending on now. So Silk Touch there. And I gotta go grab the mending book real quick. And I have a god pickaxe. Well, now it's time we turn this deserted wasteland into something worth building. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a nice little layer of dirt around here. And I ran out of dirt. I didn't bring enough. Okay, now that we got the base done, it's time to kind of shape this thing out. Post editing Robert here. Why did I sound like Squidward? Yo, like what? And we officially got the circle done. Now it's time to get the resources I need to make the circle outline. So I kind of want to keep it overworld themed, so I'm going to stick with cobblestone for now. Okay, and that's the outline built. Now we have to do the Now we have to do a very difficult part of this. And that's kind of remove this little section right here. So without further ado, let's get started on it. Okay, that took absolutely forever, but look at this place now. It looks absolutely amazing. I love it. We all love it. So now that we got that done, we can finally start getting resources. So there is 4 different biomes in the game, not including the nether waste. And I kind of want to put each corner as a quadrant of that biome. And luckily, we already have the first one, which is the Soul Sand Valley, which You know, I mined out all this. But we need to get the other 3, which includes the Basalt Deltas, the Crimson Forest, and the Warped Forest. Okay, now that we got all the resources, we can finally get started. So actually on each side here, we're gonna bring it out. It's gonna be expanded out by 12 on each side. Now I gotta do an additional outline after the 12 blocks. So now that we're finally done with that, I'm going to show you guys why this is probably going to take a lot of resources. Let's just see real quick how much we can get done with all this that we have. And see, all this first layer was about 2 stacks. So we're going to be probably mining for a while. Let's just go ahead and queue up that Blackstone mining montage. Okay, so I got all the Blackstone. Now, I kind of want to switch up a little bit. We're actually going to start with the floor first instead of the walls. I kind of just want to get the outline of the wall started. Now, you guys might be wondering what we're going to do and how we're going to get all this Crimson Nylium. I don't even know how to say that block. Crimson Nylium thingy, majiggy, fingy. How we're going to turn this all into red. I grabbed some bone blocks earlier, and basically what you do is this. Is this going to be tedious? Yes. Here's section 1 done. Now I'm going to go ahead and make this easy on myself and make this one the Warped Forest one, which is the Warped Nylium one. Oh shoot, wait, I didn't even know you got a music disc from that. What the heck? Wait, I could have had a music disc the whole time? Now up next is my least favorite biome in the game, which is the Soul Sand Valley. And the last biome, which is why I got a lot more Blackstone as well. So as you can see, this area here is a little plain, but we're about to change that. First of all, a couple grass blocks should help it, and this will finally start growing. And also, you guys might be asking what the glass is for. We got light blue dye here, which we're gonna turn into some water. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. I thought it was gonna look a lot worse. I don't think grass grows in the nether, I'm not gonna lie. That sucks. Okay, we'll worry about that last. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and just grow a couple trees. I might actually have to break that one. Okay, I probably might have to break that one too. The reason why I can't have these ones is because, yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, since grass cannot grow in the nether, we have to mine an absurd amount of grass in the overworld. With the power of a diamond shovel, we should be able to get it. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah, that took absolutely forever, but we finally did it. Okay, let's start designing the first biome, and the first biome is the Soul Sand Valley, because, I mean, let's be so for real, there really is not much in the Soul Sand Valley besides some bone blocks. Now let's move on to the next biome, which I already kind of have styled up, is this biome. All I got is a couple lava source blocks, so... Now time to work on 2 of these biomes. A couple of these blocks I'm actually going to turn into quartz, and specifically for this biome only, I'm going to put nether gold. More here. And yeah, I like the look of it. Now it's time to style the last one. Yeah, that one's gonna need to be trimmed. And this biome, obviously, I'm gonna have to just add a couple. And now we just need to start the wall. So, cue the montage. So that took about 30 minutes to do. Now we're going to take a break from the nether and we are going to stick to the overworld for a little bit. And you know what we're going to be doing in the overworld? Yeah, we're going to be mining a whole bunch of sand because the roof, I want to make it out of glass. I was thinking about making it out of black stained glass, but there's already too much black going on there. Not in a racist way. Pause. I'm so sorry, Beach, but yeah, you're about to be absolutely deleted by the time I'm done. Now it's time to turn all this sand into glass. Okay, so after about 2 hours, estimated, I don't know, it's probably like 90 minutes, but I have this much glass and it's gonna take a long time because I don't have an automatic furnace room yet, so we're just gonna take what we got and jump right into the nether. And we ran into the next problem. So the next problem is we can't even build the roof because there's a giant thing in the way. All right, well, you already know what we gotta do. We got to absolutely delete this area. In between the replay shots, you're just going to see me mine a whole bunch of wood to repair my pickaxe. I actually had to go kidnap another villager to make him a Fletcher as well. Which means I had to go back to the nether, grab some extra bone blocks, and then grow more trees. Oh my god! I found a dried ghast! Oh my god, I found another one. I am in mental pain from this, guys. I'm mentally just drained because I've done this for the last 6 hours. But look, it's beautiful. This video is also going to be a day late because of how long this took. I thought it was going to only take like an hour or two, but it took 6. And the good news out of all this is we can finally start the roof. I can kind of see the shape coming in right now. I actually really like it a lot. So let's just go ahead and finish up this build real quick. And with this last piece of glass, boom, we are officially done with this project. Now, this project took me forever to build. It took me over 50,000 blocks mined, as you can see around us. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you guys want to see the previous episode, that's up on screen right now. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, guys. So, the last video, we built a nether base. Now, let me show you guys how I fixed all my XP. Wait. How I fixed all my tools. So, I traded with villagers and I got this much emeralds. But as you can see, we don't have anything else. And look at my levels. I'm poor. This is just unacceptable. So, in this video, I'm going to be building the fastest XP farm in the game. But first, we're going to be starting all the way to the beginning with a simple iron farm. Oh, no. We just get a quick RIP in chat for that glow squid. It's pretty obvious I have to steal the diamonds down here too. Oh my god! Good lord! Gotta see if I do have a name tag lying around somewhere. Now, the reason why I need the name tag is for the iron farm to work, because you need a zombie in there constantly, and they despawn without a name tag, so yeah, that's where I got that from. Now, there's another way you can get a name tag, and it might be the most expensive way, but we have to get a librarian to a max level. So, level this guy up a lot, we just need to buy a bunch of mending books, that's all. And honestly, I need mending anyway, because, yeah. Gotta buy a bunch of clocks. And he should be a master now. I bought 7 clocks off this guy, so let's see. Yep. And we're bang. Now it's finally time we start building this farm, and we are going to go to a brand new area, and we're gonna make this the brand new industrial area. So now we're gonna begin by making our first farm, which is gonna be the iron farm. And we are looking good. And there we go. That's how we make a proper iron farm. Now we're going to move on to a bit of a more expensive farm. We are going to be making a sugarcane farm, but not just like one sugarcane farm. We're going to build a lot. Yeah, which means I'm going to need a lot of observers for it. So I'm going to sit by the iron farm and AFK for a little bit. And after about 30 minutes, we got about 2.5 stacks of iron, which is enough to start this next project. But I also need a whole lot of cobblestone and a whole lot of wood. And now we can finally get started on the new automated sugarcane farm. Now for this sugarcane farm, we're building 2 sides to it, so it's more efficient. We'll probably get thousands an hour. I'm lying, by the way. We'll probably get a couple hundred an hour. And bang, we are done with one side. Now it's time to get the other side done. So we're just going to go ahead and get that done real quickly right here. And now we are done with the sugarcane farm. Now let's transition on to the next farm. Okay, so this next farm that we're going to make involves bone meal. So it's an automatic bone meal farm. And you know how I've been mining a bunch of trees, a bunch of spruce trees specifically. Yeah, that takes a lot of bone meal. Honestly, I've been needing this farm for a while, so I mean, this is also kind of useful as well. So I just need to find a ocean so we can get some kelp, and then we'll be good to go. Honestly, this is a relatively easy farm, and it's going to get us a lot of bone meal. And there we go, a simple but effective farm. This is how we're gonna get a lot of our bone meal now in our world. Now let's move on to the next farm. Okay, so you remember that ocean from earlier that we were exploring? So basically what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make a mob farm over there. So right now we're gonna be level 1 of our 3 farms. So this is the lowest level farm that will give us the lowest amount of XP in the entire video. So we're gonna have to mine about a lot of cobblestone. So cue the montage. And now all that is left is that we need to get a bunch of wood. By the way, for every single farm that I use in this video, the link will be down below in the description. So, you know, I don't steal their work or whatever, you know, whatever they, you know, say. And that is officially this mob spawner done. Now I'm the AFK and get some levels because this next part of the video to make the next XP spawner and to make the next couple of farms is going to involve some better gear. And in about an hour, my sword's half dead. I got all this. and I got 44 levels. That's pretty good for the starter one. Now, the reason why I'm making this farm right now instead of later on is because I need XP to make some decent armor. Because look, I mean, I'm pretty much naked at this point. Yeah, we're gonna make some decent armor. Because we have to go into the nether and grab a brewing stand. In order to get a brewing stand, we need blaze rods. And in order to get blaze rods, you already know where we have to go. And now that we're back in the main base, it's time to finally enchant some armor. Oh yeah, I have to do that. And now I can go into the nether with half diamond gear. And just a real quick tip, guys, never run around your Minecraft world naked. Please don't. It is time, guys, that we go into the nether and find the nether fortress after a whole entire episode of me putting it off. Oh, I found it. Oh, this nether fortress is actually like right next to the base. I'm just apparently blind. Oh, hey, buddy. I'm not looking to fight. Just looking for a blaze room. Oh my god. Holy crap, that scared me. I'm not gonna lie, if I had not had prop 4 armor there, I probably would have died in the hit. Oh, okay. Holy Avengers. That can't be good. I need a blaze area. Ooh. It's time to farm some blaze rods. Okay, 17 blaze rods is plenty. And it's pretty obvious since I have a brewing stand now, we obviously have to make a brewing room. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and cue the replay real quick. I mean, wow, this actually looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Now, you guys might be wondering why we hit the nether up so quickly. The next farm is actually in the end. So we have to prep up for the end. Because the next farm, which is a nice XP farm, is the Enderman farm. So after about an hour sitting at the mob farm, I am now level 43 again. So we're going to enchant my helmet and my boots here and see what I get. After we enchant our helmet and boots, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the nether. Because piglins, if you didn't know, trade gold for ender pearls. So yeah, prot 3. Yeah, we're going to have to go for it. Yep. Prop 4, and that's perfect. We're gonna go ahead and slap mending on both of these babies too. Here, buddy. And while you give me everything I need, I'm gonna watch TikTok. Okay, it's been about a couple trades. Let's see what we got. Icy pearls. Fire res, spectral arrows. Oh, damn, 11 ender pearls? Okay, buddy. I mean, that's not enough to get us to the end, but like, okay. All right, more TikTok. Okay, buddy. Okay. I'm assuming there's ender pearls there. Yes! It's time. We gotta get out of here. Now, before we go into the end, I might low-key do a raid because I don't have feather falling and, yeah, I'm very vulnerable in the end. Okay, guys, let's have fun. God, dude. Took so long. Time to go beat the dragon. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's that one thing. Oh, that's really cool. I gotta come back and grab that at some point. In a flippin' underwater cave. Wonderful. Aw, there we are. Piece of candy. I mean, who would leave diamonds down here, bro? What is wrong with y'all? Hey, whoever made this structure and they love diamonds down here, just thank you, I guess. Mob spawner overtook this. Wow. Oh, there's 2 mob spawner rooms. Whoa. Wait, that's actually cool. There's a 3rd one? Let me just note that this area is apparently vulnerable to mob spawners. 3 of them in one small confined area is kind of crazy. Ooh, and this is the bookshelf room. I'm gonna have to take notes later on for this one. I found it. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and build good old... I don't want to talk about that. Wait, is this right next to the fortress? Dude, okay, the odds of that is actually kind of crazy. Let's go beat an Ender Dragon, y'all. Good luck. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ew. I'm level 69. And I collect B trophy. Time to head back to base. Now we gotta start grabbing materials for the Enderman farm. And we have to mine more cobblestone. I'm just gonna go ahead and do another cobblestone mining montage here because, yeah. Alright, it is officially time that we get started with this ginormous project. So voiceover Robert here. Unfortunately, I forgot to record all this, and I even forgot to do replay for this. So I'm a disappointment. Okay, so earlier we were level 69 or 68. Now we're level 107 in an hour. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, it's not that much. It actually is, because as you level up, the more XP you need to level up. Yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The more you level up, the more XP you need. But now we're moving on to our second to last farm. The second to last farm that we're making is gonna be a AFK wood farm because, yeah, I need wood. So we're gonna go ahead and jump over to our industrial area and we are gonna plot out a little area for it. Alright, let's get the resources for this farm. Alright, we have everything. Let's get started. Oh my god, I made redstone. And that is how we make a wood farm. Now it's time for the final farm, guys. So, if you guys remembered, where we first spawned in the very first episode of this world, we spawned in the biome that the thingies spawn in. So my goal is to try and get as many as possible so we could breed as many as possible. Ooh, I found one. You're getting kidnapped. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to steal you. So to breed y'all, I need spider eyes, and yeah, that's gonna be a little expensive. So, real quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and mock this other design. And now they could just perfectly fall in here. Okay, yeah, so we just made a two-way one. And now I have to go around and kill a bunch of spiders and breed these guys. So I'll be back when there's about 20 of each, and then we can finally test the farm out. So I didn't have enough spider eyes, so I had to go out and grab some. And then also while I was waiting too, I decided to build this contraption that shoots the potions of regeneration and the potions of infestation out. Okay, so now we have to make a lot of potions, and when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. So the infestation potions, they take the stone block, and then regeneration, I think they take gas tears. I think we need gunpowder to make them splash potions too. Here's our first round. I'll throw these manually because I don't have gas tears at the moment. It's time, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at my levels, dude. Okay, I think it stopped. Holy crap, dude. So I just went from level 108 to 116 in about 3 minutes. In about 5 minutes. That's a lot of levels because level 100 takes a lot of XP to level up. I mean, let alone with 2 of these, it makes it so much more powerful. I just gotta throw a regen on them after, which is what I'm probably gonna do. But this is probably the most godlike farm, and I could probably make it better if I tweak it around a little bit, which I probably will off camera. This has been quite a journey, guys. We started out completely poor at the beginning of the video, and now we're doing great for ourselves. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys coming in. And thank you guys so much for the 700 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. Road to 1,000 subs. We are around the corner, guys. I will see you guys in the next video, though. Goodbye, guys. Can you not ruin my outro? So the brand new Copper Age update just dropped that added copper armor, copper tools, copper horse armor, copper nuggets, a whole bunch of different copper blocks, and the brand new copper slate, copper golem. So in this video, we're going to be making a giant copper golem that's a automated storage system. What's going on, guys? Robert Plays here. Welcome back to another hardcore episode of Minecraft. And in this episode, we are going to be building a giant copper golem. And I know he's not going to be useless because we have a purpose for the giant copper golem today. We updated our Minecraft world to 1.20 and 1.10, which includes all the new copper updates. Real quickly, guys, I do also just want to say thank you guys for the support on that last video. I mean, you guys are freaking insane, dude. That is a lot of views overnight, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. It is an honor to be able to record and have you guys enjoy the videos. We're going to go ahead and just jump to phase 1 of this. So I have to go back into the end again. Now, it's not for levels. I actually do need to go to the end for an elytra and some shulker boxes. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, brand new end update. That's right. They added end glowing stuff in the update. I don't know why they did, but end update maybe. Okay, let's see where we go. What? Yo, Mojang, bro. Mojang. What is wrong with this game? I should have brought building blocks. Okay, with a very unlucky spawn. I'm fortunate enough to have an island near me. Now we just gotta like risk everything and just build everywhere. Hopefully we can find a elytra first end city. But, you know, with my luck, I doubt that's probably gonna happen because my luck is garbage. There is a end city, guys. It is across the freaking world, but there's an end city. Wait, I see an end ship. It's gotta be back-to-back end cities if there's an end ship over there too. La 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 la. La 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 la. I'm about to be out of blocks. This is not good at all. About to get diddled in this room, guys. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. We'll figure it out if this video comes up or not. This. There we go. And 10 million diamonds. Good lord. This is already like 10 times better than my shovel. Alright, I'm gonna land this. Y'all ready? Look, 362. I'm just a Minecraft MLG pro, guys. I need y'all to subscribe, by the way, since I landed that. Like, seriously, we're so close to 1,000 subs, y'all. Every sub greatly counts. It's so appreciated. This is a decent sized one. Oh. Might be able to make that. Oh my god, I made that. Oh, it's beautiful. Die, get out of my way. I'm in Chessie with Mending. I do not mind. Nah, but what I'm here for is this thing. It is time that we leave. Oh yeah. Boy, mate, back home we go. Woo. The copper golem obviously is going to take a whole load of copper, like a whole load. Either we can go around manually mining copper or we can go to a trial chambers, which by the way, someone in the comment section did point it out. Yes, guys, I do read all my comments. I do see what you guys are saying. So, also to the people that are hating on my video, I'm not going to point out any names. This is what I'm going to do to your house. The key to finding trial chambers is getting a cartographer to give me a map. I think they have a 50% chance of giving it to you. We should be able to get an easy trade here because I've left all these sugarcane farms running ever since we started building. It's a 50% chance, so... Please, first try. Please make this easy. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna do so much things to you tonight. To the chambers we go. Oh, it's right here. I think I wasted money. Oh, I found it. Hello, trial chambers. It's actually a very open area. So as you guys can see here, there's a whole load of copper. But first we have to clear this thing out, which is not going to be easy. There it is. Ew! And let's see what I get. This is probably going to not be good because, yeah. Okay, the small ones are great and all, but I wanted to bring myself a real challenge. So I brought myself an ominous bottle. And we're about to do round 2. Oh my god. Okay, this, I hope it's good. Oh no. No. Oh, I don't like y'all. Ow! Oh, okay. I mean, frick. Oopsies. I can respectfully say I've explored this entire trial chamber, which means we can finally get to work. When I mean get to work, I mean we're gonna take down this entire place for all its copper.
So I put my heart in there. Double cup the ice team and make it four in there. Phone rang, money keep calling. Looking for cheese, but I never ride on. Say you can do what, man? You never died on. You my life could like no limit. Put it in, put my soul, I put my heart in.
Bro, I've been here for so long, I'm getting attacked again. That is what I like to call a trial chambers, we're folding. There's one thing that we could do to make it better. And let's go around mine a whole bunch of it. Whole bunch of copper. Copper is one of the most common ores in the game. But before we mine a bunch of copper, I low-key want to get a mace. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think mining it via the trial chambers might be the better option because I just realized this is only 3 stacks of copper blocks. I got a decent amount of copper for now. Now I think we should finally start getting some of the other resources like granite, more copper, and some concrete. And we also have to grab some soul sand because it's going to add to the detail of the copper golem as well. Which luckily from episode 3, I think I have a lot of soul sand still left. And now I think I got everything to finally get this project started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to chop down this entire forest. So yeah, just cue the montage. It's going to be a minute. And with that, we officially have a general area where we are going to build this giant thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a bunch of dirt and we are going to flatten this area out. To make this place really stand out, I decided to mine the hill around us too because we don't need that mountain there. We want to make this thing stand out as much as possible. When you hit it, better lay low. I was young, keep on it illegal. Getting money, how my day go. My life could ain't no limit. Put it in, put my soul, put my heart in it. Double cup the ice. So the very first thing we have to do is make an outline for this thing. And I want to make it out of stone bricks, which means we need a silk touch pickaxe. Now we're just going to make a little surrounding real quick. And for this side, it's going to take a little more materials because we have to close in this bottom section too. Gotta get rid of all these leaves. Whoever thought it would be a good idea to add this to the game, fired immediately. Now that we pretty much cleared this area out, we can finally start working on the copper golem. And this is the result of one of the legs so far, and I kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. But the backside here is a little flat, so we're gonna have to fix that up. But it is all good because we're gonna finally start on this other side. And all this here, we're gonna go ahead and fill in, which means we could also go ahead and break this, which means we're left with a better leg. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but when we shape it a little more, it's going to look a lot better. Same thing here. We're going to do the exact same thing. And here we go. We have 2 legs. Now we got to connect the 2 legs together. Now we should probably block this area off, but before we start blocking stuff off, I do want to go ahead and start styling stuff. Okay, so here's the style for the legs, and I like it a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, now it's time to put a roof on this thing. This is for the first area, so... Now that's all built, we need to go ahead and make another layer. Now we're working on the body, which is going to be a little more challenging because it requires a little more variety and a lot more copper. I know it looks pretty ugly right now, but I did get the base done. Now it's time that we finally get this entire body shape done. So, cue the montage. Just gonna take a lot of copper. I hate myself. I ran out of copper. Okay, we got the body done. We still have quite a bit of copper, which is good. And holy crap, this thing is starting to really come together. The next step is going to be the head. The last thing we're going to build is the arms. We're going to build 2 more blocks up real quick. The head's the same shape as the body, but it's just a tiny bit bigger. Now we have to work on the head and then the eyeballs, and then we're gonna get to the arms next. So, head montage. Wait, what? We're gonna go ahead and build the eyes real quick, and yeah. And also around here too, I want to go ahead and put some of these light bulbs down. Okay, the eyes are not the best looking, I'm not gonna lie. I think the only way we fix that is by making the nose bigger. I'm not even gonna hold you. I think it'll look a lot less derpy. Okay, it looks like a... I'm not gonna lie. It looks like a piece. But I feel like if I add a couple layers to the top, it won't look as bad. It's definitely fixed now. It does look a lot better than before. So, one of the first things that we're gonna do before we start making the arms is actually building the top here. Okay, it's a little small, but that's easy to fix, don't worry. Now, I know it looks weird right now, but there is one more thing that we have to add, and that's the arms. And then we can finally start working on the interior. So then I worked on the rest of the arms, kind of spread them out a little bit to make them look good. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've done because, you know, yeah, it's already looking pretty good. And we are officially done building the copper golem itself. Now, I need you guys to let me know in the comment section if the head's a little too small. If I need to make the head bigger, I'll probably do it off camera. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to make an opening inside the foot. And there's about 8,000 mobs waiting for us, but that's okay. Okay, now we got the difficult part out of the way. Now it is finally time to start building on the inside. So let's just go ahead and flip it to daytime real quick. And now that it's daytime, we can finally get started on this. I kind of want to keep a woody inside vibe to it. That way we could still have a little bit of style in there instead of it just being strictly just copper, even though that's pretty much what the video has been about. It's time that we grab a whole bunch of dark oak wood because we need all the dark oak wood we can get. So we're going to begin by building the first floor here. This platform is pretty massive, I'm not going to lie. And no, I don't want to see any comments about the freaking ninja low taper fade massive meme. Now we're going to add a couple additions on the outside before we finally close up this episode. Now we're on the final stage of the video, which is actually setting up these copper golems, and this is going to be absolutely insane. The first thing we need to do is we need to go out and find a pumpkin patch, which there should be one nearby. I mean, we're in a giant plains biome. So now we have 9 pumpkins, and I'm pretty sure if I just line them up like this, it should be good. Oh, no, this is sick. So hold on, if I throw stuff in here, right, it's gonna automatically just throw stuff in for me. So it's an eventually thing. It takes a minute, but that's why there's a lot of them. Did they just put them in the nearest chest? I mean, I guess we could just make it unorganized. This is kind of a place to drop stuff off at. Okay. That's actually freaking insane how we managed to turn a small area into this giant automated storage system. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this hardcore... Hold on, let me get away from these guys. Very loud. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate all of you guys that are supporting me on this channel. Next episode is gonna be an amazing episode, I promise you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Have you guys ever played Minecraft on your PS4, your Xbox? Then you guys must be familiar with this world. It is one of the most iconic maps ever to exist in Minecraft. This is the Festive Edition map. Unfortunately, Legacy Edition was canceled in 2019, but all the Legacy maps are downloadable. In this video, I'm going to be recreating this entire Festive map and putting it inside my hardcore world. In this episode, we are going to be building something super special. We are going to be building the OG PS4 Minecraft map. The last time this map was available was a while ago. I mean, it's been a long time. And it's personally one of my favorite maps, so I've decided to recreate it in my world because, yeah, I love nostalgia. But before we kick into that, as you guys can notice around this world without the texture pack on, is a lot of these builds are actually made of mossy stone. So I went ahead and made this moss farm real quickly so we can get a lot of moss per hour. So we can make all these roads and houses and stuff out of the mossy stone. And also to save you guys from having to watch me, just mine forever, I went ahead and mined an entire shulker box of cobblestone right here. So now that we have the entire shulker box of mossy cobblestone, we can finally get started with this project. Now, the first thing we have to find is a big, fat, snowy plains biome because, as you guys know, this festive tutorial thing was built in the snowy plains. Snowy plains. Is it big? Pause. Yo. Okay, I think this area right here is perfect. I mean, it's just a giant mountain. Obviously, if this area, needs to be flattened and stuff, I'll flatten it. But we are here, and we're going to set our little base up here. And there is a village nearby, so I am probably going to pull some villagers from that to make this area populated. Let's go ahead and flip over to the festive world real quick. So as we can see, a lot of it is oak, jungle, and quartz. And bricks. Oh, Jesus. And birch. We'll worry about the bricks and stuff later. For now, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some of the wood that we need. I should have probably brought a bed. Yeah, I'm gonna go steal one. So the first thing I noticed spawning in is that they have a path. Okay, that's like 100 blocks. Oh, we need regular cobblestone? Oh. And let's just go ahead and transition, save the time for y'all to where I get all the cobblestone. And whoosh. Wha-bang. I'm sorry. And after some mining, I got a lot of cobblestone. Now let's finally get started on building the path. So I think the best way that we could do this is build the first path right here, since there's an opening right over, you know, where I'm pointing. Here's this first one done. We also got a bunch of dirt out of it, which is very good. Now, I will say this. We're going to be jumping from world to world a lot because I want to make this as precise as possible. So now there's a second path that is exactly... Let me do the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. It's 46 blocks away. So now we just got to do that math here. So right here is the beginning of the path. There's no easy way to say this, but I have to Alt F4 a lot of this mountain. Great. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw on an Avengers movie, and we're just going to absolutely delete this entire landscape. Whew. Oh. Hey, you guys are allowed here. So I'm almost done with Avengers Endgame, and I finally completed this area. We can actually see the village over there now, which is really good. And there we go. We got both the pathways done, and it is looking very nice so far. Now we have to jump back into the world and see our next step. So let's just go ahead and transition. So as you guys can see here, we're going to go ahead and get some of these fences started. Obviously, I'm liking the look of it so far. Now let's go ahead and jump right back into the world because I got to look at another part of the thing. So the first thing I kind of want to get down is this path. Because of how, like, weird it is. Now, this took a lot of flip-flopping between the festive world and my hardcore world to get the exact dimensions, but eventually we got it down. And let's go ahead and get a quick transition over to our layout, and boom. So as you guys can see, I went ahead and did a little bit of land, terrain, terraforming, whatever you call it. We're gonna go ahead and get started over here with a couple of these front houses, and then we're gonna start moving from there. And it's gonna go by pretty smoothly, guys. I will just say that right now. And that is building 1 done, and it looks exactly identical to the building on screen right now. Now, next up, before I do anything, I want to quickly build this wishing well thingamajiggy. We just need to simply do this. And we're done. I'm lying, no we're not. So, a lot of these builds, they require quartz, and that is something I do not have. So let's just go ahead and spin it to the nether real quick. Now that we did all that, we have all this quartz, and now we can finally start placing some of the roofs. And that is officially building number 2 done. Now let's take a look at building number 3. So building number 3 is just this basic bridge, which is made of just slabs and stairs and walls. And that's this building done. So 5 and 6 on the... So this is where the 2 doors are supposed to be. 1, 2, 3. So for the next 45 minutes, I jumped from the festive world to my world to see the dimensions of this building, and eventually I got somewhere. Now I'm gonna go ahead and build the blacksmith house in replay mode. So yeah, cue the replay. And look at that, we made the building, and wow, it looks absolutely amazing. It's actually like really crazy that I remade this. Now we're gonna move on to the next part, which is gonna be this middle section right here. We're gonna start building the food stands or whatever they had to offer here. So this is what one of them roughly looks like with all the decorations. Now we gotta make 6 more, so oh, and there's 6 more. Wow, I just spit all over my mic. Then I spent the next couple of minutes building all the buildings over here on the left side. And once again, I'm still swapping over from the hardcore to festive tab, so this is all kind of stupid. I need to get back to base to grab some resources, but I decided to stop with the buildings for now. I actually want to work on some of the... How are you in here? How? I want to work on some of the landscape around because... As you guys know, we have to mock the landscape. We're just going to go ahead and do that with a good old compilation. So, hit it. So while I was terraforming, I thought it'd be a good idea that I only build part of the OG festive map. But it's still going to be pretty iconic. We're going to build as much terrain as possible and as much buildings as possible that stand out. But I also want to build some modern stuff. I want to build some hills around to make it look nice. And also, we're going to add some lore to it. I'm going to be building a time machine that surrounds the place, that brings back part of the map as some lore for my world. And that is this little landscaping thing done. And I decided to build the building as well because it gives me a general ground of what I need to do up here. And this is what we got so far. So are you guys getting some nostalgia? Because I think I'm doing a pretty good job building this. Before I could pick up with building, I couldn't build any buildings over here because everything is in the way, aka all this land. So with the power of editing, I'm just going to go ahead and just whoosh this all away. And whoosh. It totally didn't take an hour to mine this. So we can finally start getting done with the last couple buildings here, which I think there's only 2 more buildings I have to do in this area. And then we are finally done with this district. Wait, I lied. Hold on. I lied. We're not done with this district yet. Because we still have stuff over here that we got to start building. But let's go ahead and start with this. And there we go, we are officially done with this section. Now before we move on to that section, I actually want to build the dimensions for this giant area over here, aka the clock area where the Christmas tree is. So I went ahead and measured it out for us. It's 52 by 52 starting from the third block here. So first glass block here. So this is where it starts. So it's gonna be, according to my calculations, it is 52 by 52. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Obviously some of this has to go. So this is how big one side's gonna be, and now we got to go ahead and measure out the other side. So for context, this is how much land I'm going to be mining. That's a lot of land. But first I kind of want to get the outline and the shape of this. So first we're going to go ahead and just run to the mines and mine a bunch of cobblestone. Then with one magical woof, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this land and whoosh. Oh, it took me 2 hours to do. Oh, I watched another Avengers movie. Subscribe, my pain. Oh my god. So after my therapy session, I built the platform for the giant tree. And after about 2.5 hours, we finally got all this stuff done, and it snowed obviously like 10,000 more times. But now I just want to go ahead and spin it back over here, and I want to finally get some of these buildings done. We only have like 3 or 4 buildings, and I think it's like 3 plus a wishing well. Don't quote me on that, but we're done with this district after those 3 buildings. So yeah, let's get started.
See you over there staring, looking me up and down. Didn't your mama teach you any manners? 'Cause man, that's not how you get a girl's attention. It's definitely not how you get mine. Yeah, so listen up, cowboy, if you want me, this should buy you some time. You pick her up early on a Friday, come up on the porch.
And now we are officially done with the building of this district. Now we still have to put decorations down for everything, but we're gonna figure that out later, because for now I gotta go ahead and switch over to some other news. So I know how you guys are probably gonna be disappointed in the comments. Now I really don't want to hear anything, or else I'll find you. No, I'm just kidding. Over here, we're going to continue our little pathway from over here into a brand new section. Now, this is no longer the OG section of the build. So this is a more modernized section. We're going to grab a bunch of spruce, and we're going to grab a bunch of cobblestone and stone bricks, I think. So once again, as I'm mining these trees, I came up with another idea. It's definitely something with mining these trees. I just come up with genius ideas. But I'm going to build it out of stone bricks and spruce, but I'm also going to throw in one special block, and that's snow blocks, because I should build an igloo. Like, we're in a snow area. What am I doing? Let's go ahead and mine a little bit of stone for stone bricks. And now we got all the stone that we need. Now we're going to go ahead and transform all these snowballs into snow blocks. And now we can finally get started with this brand new area. And now this is what house 1 looks like, and it looks absolutely amazing. Now it's time to build a couple more houses. So cue the montage. Once again, there's like 50 montages in this video. I'm sorry, this is a very huge project. Apparently at some point I built the grounds for the clock thing, and I don't know when I did this, so I'm just gonna throw it in here because I'm an idiot. I officially built the mini town. Now obviously this isn't gonna be as big because the mountain is kind of small, and this is the ugliest snow thing I've ever built. Like, why is there a Giat, bro? Anyway, now we're gonna move on to the next area, which is actually gonna be the area right below the other area thing. I don't know what this is called. We're gonna bring in one more like this. And there we go. We officially have a little scuffed entrance. Now it's not the same. Zombie, quit interrupting my video. Now it's obviously not the same as the OG one, and once again, like I said before, this is not 100% the OG festive mode. Most of it is OG, like the iconic POIs, like I said, are OG, but this area is not. So for this next design, I need a little bit of quartz and some netherrack. Now this is kind of the source of the area. So this is kind of where we're gonna make a giant time travel machine. Not really giant, I'm gonna just build small. And I saw this very scuffed design on the internet because, you know, the internet's a W, right? I totally didn't find this off Reddit. Can you stop? Like, genuinely. It's supposed to be a beacon, but we don't have a beacon yet. And now around the area, we're gonna go ahead and just throw around some fire. So now we're gonna build a little platform here. Now we're gonna put the OG release date of the festive map. Reality, I don't know, like this. And then later on, when I get a bunch of blue stained glass, we're gonna put like a giant rift area, like I said earlier, around this place. But now let's move on to one of the bigger projects that I've been holding off for a while. We're gonna do it like this. So we're gonna do the terrain first, then we're gonna do the decorating, then we're gonna bring in the villagers, and then we're gonna do the tree and then this thing. And yeah, I think that's the final part. If I'm leaving anything out, I'll put it in the video right now. So yeah.
Hold on, yeah, you know me. Late night, all night, don't need no sleep. Ay. Hold on, okay now, don't know, don't speak. Ay. Get down, don't click down, on God, on me.
Look at the landscape, guys. I mean, I think it's absolutely amazing that we did all this. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to decorate the area. So I'm gonna go grab some blocks, and now we're gonna head back because we need a bunch of wool for beds and for carpet. And not white wool, we specifically need one dye, which is red dye. Oh my god! I was drinking soda! That was a close call, dude. Now that everything's decorated and stuff, now it's time to finally move some villagers in here and have them have some kids. Now these villagers are freaks. 2 of them just walked out and they're about to have another baby. You gave the baby food? Oh, no. I want to go ahead and jump out of that, and I decided to change the phases up, so we're going to be building that very last. But look at this place, dude. It looks so good. We're not done yet. The styling is not done yet. We actually have to go to our base, and we have to make items for some of the following. We have to make it for the rift thing I was talking about, so we need a lot of light blue stained glass, and we need a lot of sand and gravel for concrete, for red and white Hey, I'm trying. Oh, yo! So the plan is I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of sand, and we have to grab a whole load of gravel. Now this build has taken a lot of subs so far, so if you guys are enjoying the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I also want to apologize right now because the video is going to be a day late. This has taken me a very, very long time. And we got all the red concrete we need. Now we just have to wait for all this glass to smelt. So I'll get back to you guys on that. And now we're going to grab all of our glass that's smelted. And wha-bang, wha-boom, wha-bang. Light blue stained glass. Now I'll meet you guys back over at our place. And we are back. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over and make it daytime real quick. And now that it's daytime, we can finally get started with this project. So we go over to our area. We're going to start putting down some rift items, because this area was rifted in, obviously, just like Fortnite for real. And that is the rift of the area done. And as you guys can see, I mean, it's not really obvious, but you know, it shows that this place isn't 100% normal and that there is definitely something going on. The very next part is we're going to be building giant candy canes because, you know, you see them around the world occasionally. That is the ugliest candy cane I've ever built in my life, bro. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that and we're just gonna build small ones. And after about 20 minutes of doing that, we were left with all of these candy canes around. And oh my god, they look absolutely amazing, dude. Now this place is almost done. We are left with one final step for this, and that is building the tree and building the giant building. So first, for the tree, we gotta grab a bunch of spruce logs and a bunch of spruce leaves. Then I built a giant Christmas tree. Now I used one of the inspirations. I didn't build the exact Christmas tree from the festive edition because once again, I don't know how to do that. I suck at building personally. So yeah, here's this. And now we have the Christmas tree set up. Now we just have to grab a bunch of paintings. Now I know you guys are probably wondering, like, why are we putting paintings on a Christmas tree? In the festive pack, all those lights that you see on the tree, they're actually paintings. Time to flip on the festive edition pack. So now we're gonna throw these paintings down and hope to God that we get what we need. Now, there is some stuff that we have to add, and that is why I need to go grab red dye again. And our Christmas tree looks a little dead right now, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm gonna go into the nether and grab some glowstone. Yeah, I brought it to life a little bit. That's good. But now we're finally gonna move on to this big clock building. This build might take the longest, I'm not gonna lie, because it's so complicated. So it shows that I need a whole crap ton of bricks, but I don't even have an automatic smelter. Possible thing next video, maybe. Instead of that, since it's a remix thing, I'm gonna go ahead and make this out of mangrove because I have an entire mangrove swamp over here, and you know, yeah, why not? Okay, I think I got enough. Hopefully. Maybe. So this build is going to take a long time because I have to swap from area to area. And I built the rest of this house and the interior. It took me about an hour and a half to build the rest, but I finally built the rest, which means we are finally done with this project. And now, with this final thing, we will officially be done with this entire project. It's done. This project took me over 50 hours to build, and it's insane. But I'm gonna go ahead and show a montage of this entire area. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all of your guys' support. Road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you want to join that under 1,000 army, please make sure to leave that like and subscribe. Comment down below under 1,000. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the montage. So I love how I have all these nice builds, like this nice little village over here. Then we have this giant area, aka the farm area, a nice animal area, a nice path, a giant copper golem, and then we have my house, which I get it. It's been there since episode 1, but look at how tiny this thing is. This thing a little tiny, I'm not gonna lie. And then you guys want to see what's even worse than my house? My mind. Ever since episode 1, my mind has looked like this. It hasn't even gone down to deep slate level. So you already know what we're going to do in this video. We're going to build a giant house, but we're also going to build a really nice mine because all before my other mines, they were just basic, just lead down to the bottom. But I want to add stuff like mine carts that lead up with all of our storage, automatic furnace rooms to smelt all the ores, and all that other stuff. As I said in the intro, in this video, we are going to be doing a remodel of a house and a mine. But mainly the mine because, I mean, I can make a good house. I've never built a good mine before. Now, the first thing we need to do is find a perfect area to build this base at. And I don't want to build this too far, so I think right here might be perfect. Okay, now it's time to get our magical tree chopping skills back to work. Which means I'm going to absolutely chainsaw this entire forest down. So now that we absolutely evaporated all those trees, I think it is finally time that we start placing a whole load of dirt, because look at how unflat this land is. But don't worry guys, this is just the beginning of this because we're going to link everything together by the end of this video. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take care of the dirt, obviously. Yeah, this is going to be a big project. And this isn't even the first part of the video. This is going to be so freaking annoying. All this was about 2 shulker boxes. And I'm all out of dirt. I'm gonna do myself one better, and I'm gonna do half of this and build up to this level, and then this other half I'm gonna kind of level off because it's gonna look weird to just be one flat piece of land. So let's go find an area where I could delete dirt, particularly far away so I don't have to see it for a while. So let's just go ahead and throw on my big old construction hat and let's get to work. I'm just kidding. That's the cringiest thing I've ever said in my freaking life. Please, someone end my life. I'm just kidding. This is supposed to be kid friendly. I'm so sorry. Oh lordy, man, this took about 2 hours and like 5 shulker boxes full of dirt, but it's no biggie. Before I start this mine, I want to go ahead and make it out of a very specific resource, which is a bunch of spruce. I have 0 spruce. Wow, that's depressing. Now we have a decent amount of spruce logs. Now we have to grab stone. See, a combo I really fall in love with is stone bricks and spruce. I don't know why, but they just go so good together. I kind of just want to get a basic outline of this done. Kind of see what we have to work with. Why is my English so bad today? It's 100% Dante's fault. Dante, if you're watching this video, it is 10,000% your fault, bro. Alright, we're gonna jump back over here, and you see this little hole right here? This little hole is going to be our very first mine. Well, actually, hold on. I'm thinking this hole we could transform into the storage area. So, like, this is where the mine carts are probably going to hang around. So, the first thing we're probably going to do here is we're just going to start with a general flat-ish area. And we're going to do this. And then we're going to build this out of stone. Okay, the inside doesn't look bad stone-wise, but the outside looks freaking hideous, dude. What am I doing? I'm kind of cooking. Yeah, I like that. And yeah, that took me like 15 minutes, but that's the thing with building, guys, it takes a while to get the perfect design. And even then, this is not even close to perfect. This thing is still kind of ugly. And I'm getting jumped by the entire freaking mafia. And then you got something like this, which I know it looks basic, but we're not even close to being done with it yet. That's the thing. To add a little more depth to it, I'm gonna go ahead and replace some of this stuff here with regular stone. So then you get something like this. And then you guys might be asking, Robert, that looks a little too smooth to be a mine. And to answer your question, yeah, you're right. So we're going to throw in some cobblestone stairs as well because, you know, mines aren't meant to look, you know, like 5-star hotels. So then we turn around and we have something like this, which is great because it actually like kind of looks nice. But I don't like this. So we're going to strip it down until you get something like this. See, now that looks nice. And now we have this. So I just ran out of stone. So we're going to go ahead and just mine a little bit in here. Model it out a little bit. So we're actually going to build our very first mine shaft, which is going to be up here. And it's probably just going to be a stone mine. And now we have the outline of the first mine. It looks ugly, so we're just going to skip past it. Because I want to work on this main section here. So right here, I want to work on. Get rid of a lot of this water. And now we want to transform this into a storage area because this is going to be storing a lot of stuff, which includes the following: coal, diamonds, ores, yeah. I can't do this, dude. It's too slow. I give up on this project, dude. Frick this. I can't do it. If I were a loser, I can't do it. We're gonna go grab a beacon real quick because, yeah, mama didn't raise a wimp. Mama raised a man. Oh my god, I got a skull already. There's two. Oh my god. I got it. The sneeze was a magical touch. First of all, I gotta do this down the cave, like the cave, because I haven't even mined down the deep slate level yet. So let's just jump down to the cave. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn this wither, and the 5 minutes I took to defeat this wither is gonna be 5 seconds for you guys. I think we could go home now. We have everything we need for the beacon now. The insta mine stone, I need efficiency 5, which I don't obviously have. And for the magic touch, oh yeah, baby. And I did all that just to be able to do this. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I don't have efficiency 5 on this pickaxe. I gotta go put efficiency 5 on my silk touch pickaxe. I'm not even surprised that there's water here. But wait, that actually gives me a good idea. We could work with this. Time to work with our spruce logs now. Time to add that first initial design to it. And that's this little area done. And wow, it looks great so far. And we have to obviously shave it. Give it that low taper. Low taper. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just, yeah. I write scripts for these videos, so I kind of just say whatever I say. So just don't mind it. Now it's time to model our stone mine out. For this first area, we're going to go ahead and just use regular cobblestone. I want to place all this dirt on the inside with stone. And then we're going to add a little bit of coal, since I silk touched it by accident. For the outside here, we're just going to add a couple coal blocks to show that it's a coal mine. Now you might be wondering how we're going to get the minecart system through here. Now just hear me out, okay? So probably right here, we're going to build it. Should just be right here, yeah. Now, our second mine is going to be that one deep slate mine that we're talking about. The one that goes down to diamond level. This could be the diamond one, so let's queue it. That one took a little while to do, even with the efficiency, because the efficiency didn't go all the way down. I need to go grab a bunch of gold and redstone real quick, because we gotta set up the redstone part of this. If you guys have made it this far in the video, please leave a like and subscribe for me. Please, I'm begging you. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it just means the world if you guys press that sub button. You guys know I love you guys with all my heart, because you guys are amazing, and I love you guys so much. Now you guys might be asking why I'm lighting this area up, and it's for a very important reason. I'll tell you guys in a second after we light this area up. So the reason why I'm lighting up down there is because I actually want to make a deep slate mine down here, because obviously we're using deep slate. I was looking at pictures online of what actual mines look like, and they have these passages that split off, and I kind of want to make that down there like a mini mine shaft. And while I'm up here, I might as well put this here. It's gonna be a little expensive design, but I'm rich. I'm ballin'. I'm like Roddy Rich for real. And I'm gonna put myself down after I said that. Now we're gonna move on to the next thing, and that's the decoration on the outside. First thing we're gonna do, craft a whole crap ton of wood, and wabang, shapapoo, and ka-chow. Just like Lightning McQueen for real. And now I want to build a path around our base, or whatever this is. And all I have to do is just build fences now. Now let's jump over to our wheat farm because I have to get mud, like packed mud or whatever it's called, weeded mud, or I don't know what the freaking term of it's called. I think we're pretty much done here. We just need to add a couple more final touches. Dude, I just have a really good idea in my head. I'm gonna build a quarry. Like a mini quarry. And I'm gonna build a crane over the quarry. Alright, y'all wanna see the crane? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? And let me just go ahead and get my Lego building skills out and follow this blueprint. And let me do the flick flick noise. The Lego flick flick. The flick 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 flick. Flick flick. What's wrong with me? Hey there, Robert. Yeah. You know what to do. That's not bad. I mean, I didn't use a tutorial for it, so I mean, I'll take it. Now, welcome to the next part of the video where we are going to be making the house. Now, I'm going to be making this out of a mix of blocks, but the first thing I have to do is fix my elytra. Oh, my favorite dark oak forest that's about to get absolutely destroyed. And I want to mine some spruce because this is going to be a big house. And hopefully, yes, I have a whole bunch of stone, so I don't have to go and mine stone. Trust me, guys, this base is gonna look good. Honestly, it's gonna stick out more than anything else. Like, when you look at a house, you look at a square or a circle, it's gonna be built different. Yeah, not in a bad way, in a good way. Hold on, pause the recording. So I was building everything, you know, being cool, and then tridents started flying at me, right? And they're enchanted. I didn't even know you can get enchanted tridents. Like, a mob could spawn with an enchanted trident. And I went over and killed it, and I got it. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because I'm very special now. Dude, my thing looks like a laboratory, low-key. I know this is a basic build, guys, but it's December, and if you guys haven't followed me already on Instagram, which you totally should if you're not already followed, there is some big projects coming out in these next couple weeks, and I needed something short and sweet so I could, you know, spend time and get everything else out on time. And I'm just gonna say this right now, next week's video is probably not gonna be Minecraft, and I don't want to hear anyone in the comments like, oh, I'm gonna unsubscribe, it's not Minecraft. Too bad. Oh my god, there's a creeper.
Hi.
Oh no, oh, there's three. Oh no. First thing I'm gonna do is make a little storage area because, you know, sometimes if I'm too lazy to go to my storage room, then yeah, right here. And now we have to grab a whole lot of deep slate, and I know what you guys are wondering, like, why am I grabbing a whole bunch of deep slate? The roof. I have a whole bunch of deep slate that I need to mine, so yeah, we're just gonna cue the montage of mining it. Dude, you know what I really hate about deep slate is that you can't one-shot it with efficiency 5, by the way, and the haste 2. That is the first layer done, and it is looking very good. Nice, and now we're gonna build a small roof, and then we're almost done. And boom. Dude, it looks nice. That, believe it or not, guys, that's not a tutorial. I actually did that. You guys need to give me a round of applause right now. And now, since we have a way bigger house than before, I think it looks just as good. We can finally start setting up some trophies. So this is probably gonna be the trophy wall, which means boom, bang. Really, Robert? There's a crafting bench. Okay. Bang, stone cutter, template chest. These furnaces have served me well, but it's time they go. And now it's time to add some final additions to this area. And then we are officially completed with this project. One last thing before we get our final item, we have to move this beacon somewhere else. And well, boom. Now around base, I don't want to worry about dying, so I'm probably just gonna do like strength and regen, probably resistance and regen actually. There we go. Now, for the final step, guys. Boom. It's canon. We're done with our new area. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Once again, I'm so sorry. The video is a little short and a little basic. We don't really have much to do. But we did model a new mine, and it looks absolutely amazing. Best of 2025 soon. And there's some new stuff coming too, because I like experimenting. Bye, guys. Let me see how much redstone I have for this brand new project. 33 redstone. Wow, I'm broke. I'm actually broke. Actually, I come to think of it, I'm broke on a lot of stuff. Let me think of a solution for this. Let me think back to season 1 of Hardcore Minecraft and what I did then. I'm gonna be building 10 of the biggest farms in all of Minecraft, and we're gonna be putting them to use. Oh, I know what I did. I have a very, very good idea. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. And in this Minecraft video, we're going to take a stroll down memory lane, and we're going to do one of my old videos. We're going to be making 10 farms. 10 automatic farms that we really need right now, because I'm poor. As you guys saw in the intro, we don't have any redstone, so we're going to have to go and grab redstone real quick. And after about 30 minutes of mining, we get all this, which is perfect for the first couple farms. I don't know if this will be enough for all the farms, so Futurama will tell you that. So like I did before, we're going to start from the easiest farms and move to the hardest farms. And don't worry, there's going to be a couple hard farms in this. So the very first farm that we're going to be building is actually an automatic watermelon and an automatic pumpkin farm. I gotta go see if I have pumpkins and melons, because if I don't, then crap. What do you know? I don't have pumpkins or melons. Wow. This isn't a problem. It's just a minor setback. Not a big deal. It is a big deal. Dude, I'm 7,000 blocks away from my base right now. Can we just like spawn the jungle in from, you know, the magical depths of Minecraft's land, please? I'm out of luck, and I'm down to 20 rockets. Whoa, hold on a minute. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. There's a bastion here. We just have to raid it. Oh my god. I'm so unprepared for this. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, after that little side quest, we are finally back on track for the farm. I could have sworn I had melon seeds here. If I find melon seeds in one of these chests, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh my god. Please don't have melon seeds. No way, I had melons in there the whole freaking time, dude. Oh my goodness, I am a mess today, y'all. My bad. I guess for lazy writing, I'm gonna build a farm by my house. And after about 40 minutes, we finally got enough melon slices to finally get this farm started. So we're just gonna turn all this into melon seeds, and we gotta get all the materials for this farm. And boom. And that's the last thing we need for our first farm was the observers. Now we have absolutely everything we need for it. This is actually the second time I've built an automatic melon and pumpkin farm. The first time I built one was all the way back in my Fortcraft world, all the way in 2023. So actually in my notes, I had it labeled as only one farm, which was a pumpkin farm, and I just made both of them by accident. So technically we just did 2 farms, but that's not going to affect the number of farms that we do. So technically in this video, we're not going to be doing 11 farms. So the next farm is going to be an automatic chicken farm. So this is what's going to give us a lot of eggs, aka a lot of meat, aka a lot of feathers too. A lot of these materials I can actually find in my chest because, you know, I made a lot of farms before in my previous video, which is on screen right now. If you guys haven't watched it already, you should totally give it a watch. It's a very entertaining video. So I need a minimum of 2 chickens for this to start working. This farm's actually easier than the first farm we did, which I'm kind of surprised. I did a lot of research going into this video, and it just, yeah, I didn't expect it to be this easy. There we go. I got 3. Perfect. And that's it. This is our chicken farm. It's not going to work right now because they're all baby chickens, but when they're grown up, you're going to hear eggs go into here, and then when they spawn in and grow up, they're going to die in here. And then we're gonna get chicken and feathers. This area is starting to get insane, guys, and it's only gonna get crazier because by the end of the video, this place is gonna be absolutely insane and just filled to the brim with automatic farms. So I think we should just move on to farm number 3. Okay, so the next farm that we're gonna make is a AFK automatic creeper farm. Now, I actually built this in my season 1 world, and it was so AIDS to build because of how much resources it takes. So this one in specific, I think, takes an entire shulker box of cobblestone to make. I hate my life. I don't know why I decided to do the creeper farm. I don't even know if these farms in the future are easier or not. Like, I mean, I know I took notes for this video, but like, I thought the chicken farm was going to be a little bigger than that, but it just was 4 blocks, but we'll figure it out. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. And also, I just want to say a quick thank you to you guys for the 800 subs. We are just really close to 1,000 subs, and I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot that you guys are supporting my videos. If you guys have any building ideas you want me to do, please make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. I'd be more than happy to give them a try, unless it's like building something very inappropriate. I'm not doing that. First part of what it called for was a whole lot of cobblestone for the building blocks and a whole lot of slabs for the building blocks as well. So I collected over a shulker box and a half of cobblestone here. And after an hour of breaking cobblestone, I also had to mine a bunch of trees for 1,000 trapdoors, and I had to mine a bunch of sand for 495 glass. After an hour and a half, I finally got all those resources. Now it was time to get some of the smaller resources, which I already had in some of the chests. I only had to get a couple of resources, which took about like 20 to 30 minutes. Then I started building the creeper farm. And honestly, it wasn't as hard as before because I already knew the layout of it, but it did still take some time. But it wasn't all that bad. Finally, after about half an hour of building all this top part, we're finally done. These next couple projects are going to be jumping into the nether, so before we jump into the nether, I actually want to AFK this farm for a bit and see how much gunpowder we can get. And after about 30 minutes of AFK, we got all this gunpowder here. Oh yeah. And these next couple farms are going to be in the nether, so I'm actually going to get a little prepared for the nether because as you guys see, I still have only diamond armor. It's time to finally change that. Yes, after 8 episodes, I finally decided to do netherite armor. I'm not like those YouTubers that get all in 1 episode. Now, all that TNT, I only walked away with 10. Bruh. I'm probably just gonna do my chestplate and my leggings. Boom. Bang, and we have half netherite armor. That's pretty good if you ask me. So our next farm is going to be a wither skeleton farm from before. I had to get a load of nether bricks as well because wither skeletons only spawn on those. And now that we got all the resources, we can finally enter the nether. We gotta build the second part of this farm, and then we will be done with this farm. Ah, I'm tired. We're at the part of the tutorial where there's gonna be 10 million wither skeletons waiting on the other side. So, I'm ready. Whoa! Well, I mean, we know it works. And there we go. I think the wither farm's done. We just gotta wait a couple seconds until all the drops come in. And it's been a couple minutes, and look at all these wither skeletons. Boom. Oh, yeah, that's insane. We're gonna be making a gold farm. I need gold. I think we all need gold. And I don't even have a gold farm yet. I have an iron farm, wither farm. I have everything but the gold farm. So we're going to go ahead and make a gold farm. So we're going to be making the most efficient gold farm. And as you guys know, the most efficient gold farm takes a whole load of magma blocks. So, yeah, let's just get the pain done with. And I also had to get turtle eggs for this too, which really did take a while for me to get, but eventually I finally got them. And yeah, unfortunately though, I'm super stupid and I completely forgot to record the first part of me making this. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Honestly, this didn't even take me too long to do. It said estimated time was gonna be 2.5 hours, but this really only took me 30 minutes to build and about another 30 minutes to get the resources. But overall, this is a pretty efficient farm. And that is officially a basic gold farm completed. This is actually super crazy. But we are currently halfway done. Now we're gonna get on to some of the more useful farms that I need for the future. Now that we got that gold farm done, it's finally time that we move on to something a little better than that. And you know how I'm always complaining about, you know, ominous bottles and how we don't even really use them? So the next farm that we're going to make is a ominous bottle farm. Yeah, I really do need ominous bottles because I don't be doing raids that often, and I want to start doing raids a little more often. And these materials are also very easy to get considering I've made 20 different farms so far throughout my series in hardcore so far. I said so far twice. Bleh. And luckily for us, there is a pillager tower like right next to the base. So this is actually a very convenient farm to go to, and I could just AFK on the hill or something like that. And yeah, this is a pretty easy farm to build. I built this one before, like I said, using the same tutorial, but this time it was actually a lot easier to build and I wasn't getting attacked as much. So there's a positive to that. I think this thing produces like 400 plus bottles an hour, what it said on the tutorial. I just AFK'd it for 30 minutes, so I want to see the results. I mean, it's pretty good. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next build, which is actually going to be one of my personal favorite builds. And I'm saying that because I've never built this build before, but we're going to be making an automatic furnace. And I'm not going to be building this in the farm area. I'm actually going to be making a basement for this because, yeah. And there we go. That is how you make a automatic sorting system. Wait, and that's how you make an automatic smelter. I couldn't English for a second. So I built it out of 10 furnaces. I know if I want to push it back one, I just gotta, you know, add more rails and stuff. Now we're on to the final 3 farms of the video. And these ones get a tiny bit more difficult. Not too difficult, but a tiny more difficult. For this next farm, we're going to be building a slime farm. So real quickly, I'm going to do this. So this is chunk base. And we're gonna try and find slime chunks. So this is the area that we live at right now, and to find, oh my lord, dude, there's spawn chunks like, or slime chunks like right by our base. Now it's time to get this very expensive build going. I have most of the materials around here, so let me just search around for a little bit and then I'll get back to you guys. So the last thing I need is a shulker box of cobblestone, so I'm just gonna hit a little waboom. I got all the cobblestone that we needed for this farm, so let's go ahead and hit this. So thanks to Waddles, we were able to get this slime farm done, and it's actually a very efficient slime farm, as in the video you can get up to 9 stacks of slime blocks per hour, which is actually pretty insane. Literally one of the last things I have to do is just put together a chest room. Only thing to do now is just go up here and give it a quick little test. So, next up on our list is a raid farm. Now, I already have all the materials in, I believe, this shulker box. Yeah. Now it's time to get a villager. So, yeah, y'all gotta go. Now this is a pretty easy farm, and I actually used this in the season 1 version of my world, and it was very efficient to me because I got a lot of totems and a lot of emeralds in a very little amount of time. The only downside of this is that you cannot be AFK for this farm, which is fine. I mean, I don't like being AFK anyway. Now this giant tower of questionable things is done. There's only one way to test this, and that's by, of course, getting the raid effect. Pop this. Raid Omen. Oh, you love to see it. That works. With one swipe. There we go. But now that we're done with that, it's finally time that we move on to our final farm. Okay, guys, this final farm is so easy, it's not even funny. So you know how Froglight farms are made above the nether roof, and you know how you have to manage spawn stuff? If we find a treasure room, which there's one conveniently right by a portal of mine, right by the festive map, there is actually a treasure room there that I have not looted. So the first thing we have to do is clear it out. And before I clear it out, I just want to get the rest of the resources. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I finally got all the materials that we need for this, and now we just gotta enter in the nether, and I will show you guys where this is. Down here is the portal to the snow area. Oh, I just realized something. Oh my god, we're so cooked. The snow area is like 10 million blocks from a not snow area. So we have to wipe everyone out real quick because this place is kind of dangerous. But basically what we're going to do with the frogs is we're going to throw them down here with this magma cube spawner. And yeah, that's just infinite frog lights. We can finally get started on this thing. It's going to suck because everything's going to spawn in our face, but we'll deal with it. Okay, so we have to take a frog and drag him all the way over here, which is gonna be like close to impossible because, as you guys know, in this area, I don't even think there's a warm biome anywhere near this area. So we're just gonna have to do this the original way, and we're just gonna have to, well, make babies. Not me, I'm not making babies with them. We're gonna have them make babies, and then we're gonna kidnap their kids and put them in the snow area. Frog, come with me. Well, you guys need to make love and make love. Yeah, please. I'll get back to you guys when we have tadpoles. Whoop, I just waited too late by accident, and I think I just lost my tadpoles. No, I didn't. Now grow up, guys. Make me profit. I got 2 frogs, and yeah, so this is the final part of the video, guys. It's actually crazy that we're almost done with the video already. Alright, I gotta take you guys around. Listen, I need you guys to take your time and not walk through the portal. Don't walk through the portal. Don't walk through the portal. If these frogs die, I gotta spend another hour trying to get them grown up. Oh, God. Listen, bro. Listen, just don't even turn back. Just accept your fate. We're almost there. Please don't kill him. Oh, wait, they hung off my leads. Dub's in the shot. Oh, it's working. Oh my god, it's working. Oh, the frog light farm is working. This is actually better than the one on the nether roof. But other than that, that is the end of this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Oh, wait, this is the wrong way. I know it's been a really long time since I posted Minecraft. I just want to apologize by that. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, guys. Okay, so I know you guys have been thinking lately, like, Robert, you're mistreating your villagers. And you're absolutely right. I've been mistreating them, and I gave them a crap home after I promised them I was going to give them a good home in this series. And that's on me. Quick. So to make that up, I plan on building a tower right here. This tower is going to be super tall, and on each floor is going to be a different profession. So, for example, floor 1 is going to be library, and floor 5 or 6 or 6, 7, you know, is going to be the farmer floor. I'm already picturing this in my head. We need to get a bunch of resources for this. This is not going to be a small project. This is honestly going to be one of my biggest projects yet. So my plan for this is I kind of want to build like a modern city. So I need a lot of frog lights, a lot of glass, and a lot of concrete and quartz. That's going to be the main build here. I don't know if I want to consider it yet, but I might use tinted glass. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna be a pretty tall building. I think it's gonna be like 16 stories maybe. I don't know. It just depends on how many professions there are, but that means we need a whole lot of glass and a whole lot of concrete as the main building block foundation of it. And I preferably would love to get the glass first. Okay, I wasn't able to get a full shulker box full, but I got most of a shulker box, and if I went any further, yeah, the durability on my shovel would have exploded on me. So I think before I even approach the sand again, I'm gonna go and grab a lot of bone meal, because we're gonna need a lot of bone meal for this, like a lot. Before I went in the nether though, I smelted all my glass in the auto smelter. Ah, yes, now look at all this sexy glass. Now we have to go into the nether and we have to farm a lot of bones. Alright, now that we made it to my wither farm, we're gonna farm a whole bunch of bones. So that's what I did for the next hour. I just farmed straight bones. Now I did get a lot of other stuff that we don't need, but we'll grab that later. And look at all these bones that we got. This is after 40 minutes, so that's pretty good. This is gonna be plenty for the video, trust me. Now we got the main ingredient for the concrete. Now we have to get two of the most AIDS items, which is sand and gravel. Before I started getting sand and gravel, I went ahead and went to the end and started searching for some shulker shells because I need more shulker boxes. I got 5 empty shulker boxes, right? This might be good enough for the concrete. It's probably not going to be enough. So the first part about the concrete is you need a bunch of sand. So I had to grab about a shulker box of sand and yeah, this took a really long time and I did not like that. And then the most difficult thing about this project is the gravel because of the flint that drops with it. So I had to get a shovel that did not have fortune to mine all this gravel as well. Holy crap, this beach doesn't exist anymore. Oh my god. We got all the resources now, which took me a substantially long time. We finally can start this build, which is great. So let's go ahead and put our shulker boxes down with everything in there and put down my makeshift crafting bench. I promise I'll pick it up later. I'm probably lying to myself. But the first thing we gotta do is clear out this area and make it a lot more flat. And there we go. We have a decently flat area for this build. It's gonna be a pretty big build, I'm not gonna lie. I need to get a general idea, like a layout of how we're gonna build this. Now remember, this is gonna be a modern futuristic tower. So it's gonna be like, I don't know, just pull up a freaking stock image. It's gonna have 16 floors or however many floors for the villager profession, so we gotta make sure it's good. It could definitely be bigger. Time to restart. So then we get something looking like this, and I like it. Alright, so now we have the template of the building. Now we gotta work on the inside now. We gotta have an area where we're able to get up onto each and every story. This is our template for the stairs and the entire inside. So each and every floor will be filled with a different villager profession, such as librarians, farmers, etc. And we need one of everything. Before we get on with the build, we gotta get a whole bunch of dark oak logs because the floor is gonna be made of dark oak. Yeah, so I just completely eviscerated the forest, and yeah, now we have an entire shulker box of dark oak. We got something that looks like this, which it does look nice and I see the potential. And that's the thing, this thing doesn't even have windows yet. Before we start building story on top of story on top of story, we need to get villagers over here. Luckily, there is a village behind me that's really close to this base. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna craft 10 million beds and we're gonna make them, yeah, we're gonna make them freaky. Oh my god, it's working. They're getting romantic and yeah, there we go. Free stuff. Before I move any villagers in here, I need to make this 3 stories higher. So cue the montage. So let's just pause real quick. The next thing I had to do was I also had to get some deep slate because the exterior, aka the 3D form of this building, like the, I don't know what it's called, but I need to get deep slate for that so we can make it look a lot more like shaped. It doesn't look like one square. It just, you know, it has a 3D shape to it. Now that we got everything that we need, we are looking at this. Now, I know it looks like a questionable thing, but it won't look like that soon, I promise. So the first thing we're gonna do with our first couple stories is we're actually gonna put a lot of glass in, because this is gonna be like a modern building, so it's gonna look more like a mansion in a way. Okay, so here's our layout for all 3 floors. I know what you guys are asking, like, it looks bland as hell, and I agree, it really does look bland, which is why we're gonna add the frame. That's what it's called. We're adding a frame to this entire thing. So then we have something that looks like this. Now, it's got a little bit of shape, but it's still missing something. And that's where the in-between floors goes in. So you see how there's a 3-block difference in between floors? So if we do something like this, then it's going to look absolutely amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut to what it looks like after the first floor. And boom. I really do like the look of this. It looks really nice. It took me about 15 minutes to do though, because I'm not used to the build. I'm sure we'll get used to it. So now that we have the general idea of what this tower is going to look like, I think it's time that we start decorating floor by floor, starting with the first floor here, which I want to make a librarian area. We have our first 2 villagers here. Now this is the library level, and you guys must be wondering like how I'm gonna decorate it, and I will show you guys right now. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a sleeping quarters for them, because that's what they need. And we officially have the bed area set up. Now this is how it's going to be on every single floor, because I just want to have 2 dedicated areas. I need to get a bunch of bookshelves for this, and there's really no easy way to get a bunch of bookshelves. Actually, wait, there is. A woodland mansion. I really hope I can get a freaking woodland map first try. If it's a trial map, I'm going to hurt myself. Oh my god. Well, I pretty much just wasted all my time doing that. I'll worry about the bookshelves later. For now, let's just start decorating the first floor a bit. Okay, so it's pretty much designed. All we need is the bookshelves, which we will get later in the video. So we're going to go ahead and split this into phases. So I'm going to have the phases up here on screen right now. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to build the actual tower, which is going to be a total of 13 stories, because each floor is going to be for each profession. Then we're gonna do the windows and do the outside decoration, and then we're gonna do the inside decoration, and then we're gonna get all the villagers in and then spam breed them, so we can have at least 10 villagers per floor. I am really low on gravel, and I've only made it up 7 floors, so I really hate my life. This should be enough, hypothetically, I think. Oh, that took absolutely forever, but you guys want to see the most satisfying part about this? Now the entire building, it's all turned into concrete now. So now the next thing we have to do is we gotta put all the windows in for 13 floors. I'm gonna hate my life. Now we gotta move on to the next part, which is gonna be the frame. And no, I'm not talking about this part of the frame, the advanced part, because I don't even think I have enough resources for it, to be honest. I'm talking about just like the basic pillars up. And then after, we'll figure that crap out. I don't even know. Well, I guess I'll be right back then. I'm gonna go grab Deep Slate. And And there we go. We officially got the pillars done. And wow, I mean, the building's honestly looking really sexy so far. It's just gonna look even sexier whenever we have everything fully planned out. So instead of having to drag villagers to every floor with that small village, I'm thinking about putting villagers on this very top floor, having them all breed up there, and every 2 villagers, I'm just gonna knock down the floor. And I'm gonna be honest, that is like 10 million times smarter than the way I planned it, because if you guys are new to this channel, I'm a idiot. That is amazing. Wow. That worked really well. I'll style this one later, but for now, this is just gonna be a giant breeding villager area. So as we continue to breed them, we're gonna go ahead and just start focusing on the outside style of the base to make this thing look more 3D. Hi guys, Editing Robert here. So in my final 2 clips that I have recorded for this entire video, my mic wasn't connected to OBS properly. So I was literally talking to myself for an hour. I'm basically going to summarize what happened here. So with this first part here, I ran out of wood. So I had to go and mine a bunch of wood. And then I finally started working on each floor to floor. And I'll just go ahead and show you guys up on screen. I am so sorry. But we'll just cue some cool compilation music with it. So every floor shared the same designs with the bedding and also with all the shelves. But obviously there's different rooms because, you know, there's different villager professions. Alright guys, so it is the next day after recording that video, and yeah, it really does suck that my 50 minutes of unedited footage turned out to be, you know, just sucky, right? There was no audio for my mic. Basically what I did is I recorded a short replay on screen of me breeding the villagers, and it took me a little minute to get them up on every floor, but I got at least 2 on every floor. Everything's all set, and it really does suck because it took me a little minute to get them up on every floor. And yeah, I totally let you guys down with that. If you guys enjoyed this video though, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. There is more hardcore videos on the way. This one took me a little longer to make because there's, you know, I had a lot going on between some other stuff and, you know, just busy stuff. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys. We're starting off 2026 with a blast. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! This is what the world's most expensive village looks like. Now, I know how you guys are like wondering how I got here, and let's go ahead and take a step back before all this even happens. What's going on guys? Robert Plays here. Welcome back to another hardcore video. This is officially episode 10 of Hardcore Minecraft, and yeah, it's pretty freaking insane that's already episode 10. Now, in this video, we're going to be getting unlimited emeralds, and I will tell you guys how we are going to do that. So, there's a little magic trick that I would like to call a desert. So when you explore a desert, there's obviously sand around you, right?
Well, no fucking shit.
And with cartographers, if you get them up to the 2nd level of trade, sand equals emerald. So that's the plan for the video, is we're going to be getting unlimited emeralds. Now, this was the original plan of the video, and as you guys know, I'm an idiot and I decided to make things 10 times harder for myself. So later in the video, my idea changed. You'll see. I just want to like find this area first because that's really the most important factor, is finding an area. So we got to get a whole bunch of rockets, which means we need a whole bunch of gunpowder and a whole bunch of paper. So we're going to go exploring around for a little bit. Now, deserts are relatively rare, so I'm hoping we can find one, you know, somewhere. So as you guys know, when there's a bunch of hot biomes around you, there should be, you know, even more hot biomes around you. So that's the first place I decided to look. Oh, yes. Oh, And there's a other rare biome. I don't know what it's called. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's a really big desert too. Well, we might as well call this home because this is where we're going to be for the next little while. So the first thing I went ahead and did was go into the mines and get a bunch of obsidian so we can make a portal over here. Now that we got that set up, we can finally begin this process. So I guess one of the first things we could do is just mine a whole bunch of cobblestone. I don't want any villagers dying. Now that we got all this cobblestone in here, we're gonna make a temporary wall because, as you guys know, the husks in the desert, they don't burn during the daytime, so we need to build a giant protective wall around this village because I don't want any of these villagers dying. Then we got something like this, which is a very good boundary so far, and this is how big our village is going to be. So we're going to go ahead and just wait till it turns nighttime. Now that it's nighttime, I got to turn off my night vision and light this entire place up. Okay, I did as best I can to light up this entire area. It should be fully lit up. If there's any other dark spots, we'll figure that one out. So now we have to go back to where our base is, and we have to get a bunch of potions. I forgot to film it like an idiot. Wow. So I have an entire shulker box of weakness potions. Now we have to get the golden apples, which shouldn't be that bad. And we got a good amount of golden apples. We should be ready to go back now. Okay, so now that we got this entire place lit up and now that we got all the weakness potions, we got to finally start building a place where we're going to spam breed these villagers and we're going to force them to trade with us until they don't like it anymore. I'm giving a hint because they're my slaves. So right now I have a box here. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's going to turn into something big later. Now the plan here is that we need to have all these villagers start spam breeding. Well, I mean spam breeding, I mean we need to start like spam breeding them. And then I went ahead and made all the villagers breed a couple times because we all need them to be grown up before this next cruel stage of the video. After like an hour of just absolutely breeding with these guys. I mean, making them breed with each other. We have a lot of villagers now. Now I gotta do the most cruel thing in the world, and that's actually help the zombies get in this base. So, welcome on in. I hear the kids suffering. Oh my god, I feel so bad. This is gonna be so risky going in there doing this. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I'm an idiot. Uh-oh. I already broke it. About to lose half of my zombies already. It took me a minute, but I was eventually able to cure them all. Okay, now all of them are finally cured. That took way too freaking long. But I can't even let them in the house yet because it's not nighttime and they're just gonna roam off and do whatever. So we have to wait again because, you know, we haven't waited long enough already for them all to be okay. This should just be simple because they should all just go to a different bed now. Yes. Oh, and there goes the prices. Now we're going to clean up a little bit and boom. I know it looks ugly, but all this is actually going to be replaced with something else in the future. But now that we got the first stage done, we actually have to go all the way back to our base and get sugarcane because the cartographers, when you trade with them, the glass trade doesn't come up until the second trade. So we have to trade a bunch of paper for emeralds right now. So I also made an automatic lava farm so we could finally start getting some of the sand going. Now we have a basic cauldron system set up and we can finally get started with our profits. The reason why we're getting so many emerald blocks, guys, is we're changing this entire floor and we're replacing it with emerald blocks. So with the 2 stacks that we got, this is how much we could do. At this rate, we're going to be done in about 10 million years. So you know what? Instead of focusing on that right now, I'm going to go ahead and focus on getting an entire shulker box of sand first. I've been at this for 3 hours, dude, and I've only got this much emeralds. I don't know what I got myself into. One of the first things we're gonna do is we're gonna get a whole load of gold because I want to turn all these houses into gold block homes. So we're just gonna take an adventure to our wither farm real quick. So now really the only thing I could do is just AFK for the night and just see how much I can get.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, it's 2 a.m. This is what we got after 3 hours. I will see you guys in another 3 hours.
3 hours later.
I was too tired to talk, so this is after another 3 hours. So after an entire night of AFK, and this is how much gold blocks I got. Now it may or may not be enough. If it's not enough, then I'll AFK some more. But as you guys know, gold cannot be made into stairs or slabs. So we have to get a bunch of quartz to kind of combat that. We are finally back with everything that we need, and look at all this beauty. It is so beautiful. All right, let's get to designing. All right, I just ran out of gold, and we made some pretty significant progress so far. So we're about halfway done with the houses. So before we have to go AFK for the next like 13 hours of our lives, I think we should make something easier for ourselves, and I feel like we should just go ahead and get the expensive part of the video done. And when I'm talking about the expensive part, I'm talking about the demons. With the 40 diamond ore, this is how many blocks we can make. Yeah, 12. I think we can fill in this well, and that's it. Yay! So you know what, not to distract ourselves too much, let's go ahead and grab the next two things that we need back over at our base. Oh, so beautiful. I need to yoink all of you now. Now that we got everything that we need, we can finally go back over to the other expensive place that I'm putting all my money and effort into because, you know, it's just such a good idea to sacrifice all my money for a YouTube video. All right, let's knock out the cacti first. And that's all the amethyst cacti done. Now it's finally time for the water, which is definitely the most expensive part of this video. That's 2 phases done. We have to go back over to our base, get some iron blocks, and then I'm literally just gonna sit at the gold farm for 12 hours. I guess I'm just gonna throw one of those very cool montages that I do where every 3 hours I record myself collecting 10 million gold.
The next day.
Okay, so I had one job, and it was to wake up every 3 hours to check the farm, right? Yeah, I just in fact did not wake up every 3 hours. So you see all this? This is profit that we're losing. I kind of just sold, I'm not gonna lie. Now, every single building has finally been goldified except these two. I'm actually gonna make these two different from each other. I'm gonna make one of them out of iron and one of them out of gold. I most likely don't even have enough iron for it, but we're gonna put a dent in this and see how much progress we can make. So we're looking at a minimum of another 3 or 4 stacks of iron blocks, I think. I gotta go AFK again.
The next day.
So it's currently the next day, and we gotta see how much iron I got. My PC is literally smoking right now. It's on fire. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, the building looks so stupid. But we gotta do the gold one, but I'll do that later. Right now I want to go ahead and just get some of this glass, and I want to put a dent in the emeralds that we have to get.
Several hours later.
After farming for about 4 hours, I got pretty much 3 chests of emeralds. This isn't really gonna just do much at all, but we're gonna see how much damage I could do to the surrounding area with all these emeralds. You guys want to see what 4 hours of work looks like? Oh my god, we are so good. That felt like a lot more. That's nothing. Well, I guess it's back to slaving away. And that's what I went ahead and did. I went ahead and traded with more villagers until nighttime came IRL. And then I went ahead and sat back on my gold farm so I can get enough gold for that other tower. After trading for about 8 more hours, I got this much. It probably won't be enough. Actually, there's no probably. It's just not going to be enough. Well, we just got all those emeralds done and it took 8 hours, and look at all this. It's bruh. Yeah, bruh. Just bruh, because this is just not a lot. So I have an idea. There's a villager voidless trading machine that you can make. Now, it got patched in 1.21.5, but anything below that version, it is completely valid and completely able to use. Since I have, you know, conveniently 20 million villagers here, I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back in time. wait. Why? Where's my armor? Why am I butt booty naked? Why am I naked? It's okay. I got diamonds in here. Like I said already, we're gonna make a villager infinite thingy majiggy, whatever it's called. We made the contraption. It's right here. Now all we gotta do is get a couple minecarts and get a villager with us. I think it worked. Oh my god, it worked. I broke the machine. After about 10.5 hours of just straight doing that, I'm in pain, by the way. I just want to point that out. We have all this. I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm sure Mojang was pissed when they found out about this and how abusive it is, because this was only 10 hours of work and I got double my profit. After that session, we have this much of it done. We're pretty much halfway done right now. We just need to get another 10 million emerald sessions in and we should be good to go. So this is what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, it might take a little longer since the machine is broken, so we might have to do it the long way, which means we have to do it via in here. So that's what I did. I went ahead and just started trading with villagers, mining sand, filling up the furnaces with lava buckets, smelting the sand, and you already get it. We just did this for 12 hours. Oh my god. So it's been 12 additional hours. Luckily, I got a lot, but let's just go ahead and finish strong because, you know, if this isn't enough, I'd be shocked if it's not enough. Oh my god, guys. We finally got the biggest step of it done. Oh my god, dude. This house, it served good enough. It's time to let our villagers be free. And there we go. That is the entire building taken down. All we got is the gold tower left, and that is it, guys. And right here is going to be the final block for the project. Boom. So I know that there wasn't an upload recently, like I've been uploading bi-weekly recently, and part of the reason why is because of this. So I'm going to try and get back on my schedule, but other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. More hardcores on the way, and I got a surprise video for you guys too that's coming soon. Later, guys. I built the Lil Baby Leaks album cover in my hardcore world, so let's go ahead and take a journey to the beginning where it all started. So welcome back to another hardcore video, guys. Today we are doing something very stupid. Oh god, my schematics are already showing up in this world. Hold up. So I went ahead and downloaded the schematic mod because we are doing something very stupid in our world. We are making another album cover. Previously, I did make an album cover, and it was for Wham. But now we are making the Leaks album cover, which is another Lil Baby album. I've already seen how expensive this is gonna get, but the first thing we need to do is fix my armor, because if you guys remembered in the last video, Minecraft decided to take away my armor for absolutely freaking no reason. Okay, so last time I put the giant album cover in the ocean. This time, I just don't want to do that. I want to be able to look at this thing. I might throw it on the mountain. And obviously, we'll adapt the mountain to the album cover. I just want to have a general layout right now of where it's going to be. Yeah, I like where it is. Alright. Well, we figured out where to work with. So before we even approach this, we need to go into the end and get way more shulker shells, because this is going to require a lot of boxes. Okay, so now that we're back in the overworld, we have 10 shulker boxes, shells, 10 shulker shells, which gives us 5 boxes. I just don't know if that's going to be enough, but we're going to find out. Let's start with some of the smaller stuff first before we get to the big stuff, just like we did last time. A lot of this small stuff I have around the base, so it wasn't really that hard to get, but some of this bigger stuff, yeah, obviously. And now we have to jump into the mines and mine for 90 blocks worth of lapis. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, dude. Okay, and after about an hour of mining, we got plenty of lapis, which is great because I don't feel like mining for another 10,000 hours. After that, I killed some squids, got some sheep's wool, and a couple of other basic resources, but this is all just beginning resources. Now we're getting onto the really, really, really expensive stuff. Let me just go ahead and show you guys what we need. This, and we gotta take this and multiply it by about 10 billion. So we need over 1,600 redstone blocks, which is about this much redstone on screen right now. I'm gonna die, like physically and mentally die doing this. And after about a painstaking lot of time, I finally did it. I got an entire shulker box of redstone blocks. The next thing we have to do is get a whole bunch of terracotta, black terracotta, which I don't think naturally spawns, but that's okay because we could always just farm a lot more and, you know, a lot more time. And yeah, just my sanity's just gonna go through the roof. Okay, we got the 27 stacks of terracotta. Now we just gotta get a whole bunch of black dye. So I forgot to record like an idiot. So I made all the black terracotta already. And now we're working on 4,000 nether wart blocks. And that's about 2.5 shulker boxes. Here's a fun time of me not liking my life and doing that. Oh, okay, we got all the nether wart that we needed, and it only took 1 diamond hoe. I actually made a backup one just in case the other one would break. So the next thing we need is 4,300 red nether bricks, and red nether bricks compose of 2 nether blocks, and nether bricks, oh my god, and red nether bricks compose of 2 nether bricks and 2 pieces of nether wart. My brain just did not want to work there for a minute. And to save you guys from the stress of having to go back into the nether with me, I'm going to go ahead and just do it for you. So we're just going to go ahead and smoothly transition, and all these chests right here are going to turn into shulker boxes in 3, 2, 1. So this is about enough shulker boxes for the entire project. So I went ahead and mined 6 shulker boxes of netherrack. Now that we have 6 shulker boxes of netherrack, it is finally time that we get 6 shulker boxes of nether wart. So right here, I have a small nether wart farm, right? But obviously this isn't going to be enough. So right by the base, I went ahead and just made a bigger nether wart farm. So I think my strategy to get 6 shulker boxes worth of it is to, first of all, to AFK it. Oh shoot, it's already growing. Second of all, I'm probably just gonna do it at nighttime. Just wake up every like 30 minutes and just farm everything. That's just not healthy for me, by the way. But it's okay, because you know what? It's gonna be a long one. So now before we even move on to the next stage of the video, we have to take those 6 shulker boxes and we have to smelt all this stuff down. Where's my nether? Where's my nether stuff? I think it's down here. So we have to take all these and we have to smelt them down into nether bricks. We're gonna be here for a while, aren't we? Okay, and after about 3 hours, we finally have all the stuff smelted. Now we can finally turn this all into bricks. Okay, we got a little too much, but that's okay. I could always use 900 extra bricks. And now we have one of the most challenging things to get in the game. So you see all these shulker boxes here? Let's just say they have to get filled up with concrete. First of all, there's a couple flaws with that, right? It's 15 shulker boxes of black concrete. Second of all, it's concrete powder when we make it, so that means we have to place and break 15,000 blocks manually. So the first thing I did to make my life easier is to make a squid farm, because I'm making my life easier and not trying to get 2 shulker boxes of squid ink manually. So the farm's done, and the only hypothetical thing left to do is to AFK, and I hope it works. So I'm gonna give it 30 minutes. I'm gonna see how it works. If not, then I have to drain out this entire pool.
2 hours later.
Okay, so it's been about 40 minutes, and let's see our results so far. Oh my goodness, I almost just popped the totem. It's okay. Yeah, it was pretty terrible, so I went ahead and cleared out the area.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen, I've taken some L's. Yeah, that means I lived and I learned. Now I got some money to burn. Why would I?
Alright, after about 2 hours of clearing out water, we should have a decent amount of space to start this farm again. So I'm gonna go ahead and go AFK for 8 hours and see how it goes. Oh my god. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Now we have to farm 7 shulker boxes of sand first. I want to get the sand out of the way because gravel is a lot more difficult to get, because you can't get guaranteed gravel unless you have silk touch. So the first part was 8 shulker boxes of sand, which really did take me a long time because yeah, it was a lot of sand, obviously. So this took me about an hour to do. Now we have to get 8 shulker boxes of gravel, and that's gonna be a lot more difficult to get.
The lions say that chasing your dreams has got an expiry date that's capped. 6 figures, I just follow my tax. Fine dining, I just put on my tab. I'm just getting started, so why would I throw in the towel? Just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place. Listen, I've taken some L's.
After sacrificing 2 of my shovels and a lot of my sanity, we finally have 8 shulker boxes of gravel, which means we can finally get on to the next stage of the video, which is making 16,000 something something thousand million thousand something blocks million something blocks of gravel.
That means I lived and I learned.
Okay, and now we have 16 shulker boxes of black concrete powder. Now we need regular concrete, so I'm just gonna do a little magic trick, and it's gonna swap this out for regular concrete. In reality, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be spending hours of my life turning concrete powder into concrete. So please do me a favor and kill me. Oh my goodness, that took freaking a light year and a half to do, but we finally did it. It is time that we start building this album cover, guys. So first of all, obviously I'm gonna place all the stuff here first. So this first layer is gonna be an absolute pain in the ass to build. I'm just gonna point that out right now. That is layer 1 done. 199 more layers to go. Yay! Holy crap, I forgot how long this is gonna take. I was already complaining and we're 2 layers in. I'm cooked! Alright, so we're about right here. We just got the parental advisory thing done, which is on every album cover, and that's probably the hardest thing that we have to do because it just required like 10 million thousand kajillion different blocks. But the road from here should be a lot easier, so let's get this painfully done. Yay! I'm gonna just give you all a fun fact while this compilation is going. I've been a fan of Lil Baby for about 8 years now, and you know, his music to me is just generational in my opinion. It just means a lot to me. So we're about halfway done with the build so far, and we are finally getting to the blue part, which is the leaks part. I need therapy after this one.
Say out on me, better get him. This thicker than mud. Man, bro, them still thug. Bitch, round the Lord's taking the town, the city flood. Really get money for real. Still ain't sell my plug. Jury a light show, and all my cars come from roadshow. How you died on me, you supposed to be here ballin', long little joke. Kept it solid, you ain't got a question if
it is finally done. Holy crap, this took freaking forever. But we're not done yet because we have to get one more thing going. It's freaking floating. That's just ugly. It's just hideous. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a couple of our shulker boxes here, and we're gonna go mine a whole bunch of stone because we're gonna make a bunch of pillars to make it float, and then we should be fully done. I should have probably brought a stone cutter. So the first thing I did was I made a giant platform, and it's gonna surround the entire album cover so we can have space to walk on. And now that we finally got this part done, I went ahead and filled the under part for us. So I replaced this under part with stone. Now we gotta make a bunch of pillars down below so it doesn't look like it's a big floating wiener. Now we just have to lock in and actually make it look good because it just doesn't look good right now. It's just like flat. Why is it flat? It's freaking flat! Dude, like, okay, I've been at this project for a month, right? And I'm just now getting stuck on the freaking bridge. Are you kidding me right now? Because I don't have bridge ideas. And this is going to take me a longer time because I have to get even more stone bricks. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and not do that. But what we are going to do is we're going to build a platform and put lights down. And that's how we're going to end the video here. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Obviously, more content's on the way, but other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, guys. Hey guys, Robert Plays here. I just want to point out right now that the next Minecraft video that we're going to be doing on the hardcore world is we're going to be touching up a bunch of stuff, which includes that bridge. So we are not completely abandoning the bottom of that bridge. We're actually going to come back to it another time. This is my hardcore world, and as you guys notice, it is very, very, very ugly. It's really ugly. So in this video, we are going to be fixing everything. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing in this video. I don't have anything special. Oh, I need help. I mean, yeah, guys, we are an absolute mess right now. Look at this freaking, look at everything. We got a couple projects that we abandoned. Like, it's not even a whole thing anymore. So we gotta make this look good now. So I guess the first thing I have to do is get a whole bunch of mud. But before I get a whole bunch of mud, I need to fix everything. Very first thing that we have to work on is the paths around my base. And for the paths, I use a lot of mud, packed mud. So I have to get a lot of regular mud first. After getting 2 shulker boxes of mud, now I have to get 2 shulker boxes of wheat. Now I need to get some gravel for some coarse dirt. Now I already got the andesite and cobblestone back at the base, so we can just straight up get started already. Alright, I'm going to pause this path right here, and we're going to pick it up later because I want to build something special here. So we're going to go find another area of the path. So now that we're done with that first stage, the next stage what we need to do is we need to fix ourselves. And I know what you're asking, like, how am I going to do that? And I have an idea. First of all, I need to get a lot of levels. And second of all, I need to enchant all my gear with God enchants. And then third of all, we need to finally upgrade the netherite gear after 12 episodes. Oh, I've been needing to do that for a really, really long time. Holy crap, dude. It's been way too long since I've been full netherite gear. Alright, so next up we are going to make a farm. Like, we're gonna improve this farm area because for the longest time, I've only had it like this. And I don't think you can hear me over these loud freaking chickens. We're gonna have to clear out a large space because I'm gonna make a big animal pen and I'm also gonna make a big farm too. We finally got this big area opened up and we are going to make a giant barn over here. Now the resources that I'm going to be using, I have most of them. I just have to get a lot of wood. And now the last thing we need to get is a whole bunch of cords. After about 3 long hours of getting all those resources, it was mainly the quartz, by the way, I just want to point that out, we can finally start building this giant barn. Let me just point out right now that this barn, well, let's just say it has 5 automatic farms inside of it, which is absolutely insane because they're all food farms and I run off bread. Ow, ow, why do you have a flame bow? Bro, who gave this guy a freaking flame bow, dude? Seriously, oh my goodness. And that's one of our builds knocked out. All I gotta do is just spam breed them, and then, you know, we could finally get them all auto farmed and stuff. But let's go ahead and start adding some direction. Some direction. I meant to say decoration. Alright, there should be plenty of space for the farm. Now I just gotta go grab a bunch of lights. So I'm gonna go and grab a whole bunch of frog lights. Actually, I only went AFK for like 20 minutes and... oh my goodness, yes! Yeah, that looks absolutely freaking beautiful. So now we have to move on to the next area, which is gonna be this automatic farm area. And I gotta say, it looks freaking hideous right now. So we're gonna fix it. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a whole bunch of wood. Alright, that's the first farm done. Now it's time for the rest. So we finally completed all of these builds over here. Now, these two builds in the back, I can't really do much about because A, this one is lava. B, this is a giant tree farm and the TNT will blow everything up. But I know what to do with this farm. Now, this is my iron farm, and unfortunately, ever since I went back in time, my villagers went away. So I put all my iron in here. And we're going to get rid of this and make an AFK spot so we can AFK all these farms. Which means, of course, the subscribe button has to get killed. Which is what you guys should do right now. You should go down there and press that red button that says subscribe because you're going to miss the videos if you don't subscribe. Now you guys might be asking if I'm going to make another iron farm in this video. And I'm going to say no to that because in the future, I'm going to be making a bigger iron farm. So hopefully this is enough iron. I mean, if not, then I can always go and grab more. And with one magic explosion, all this land is going to turn back to grass. In 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go build something sexy now. Alright, this part's done. Now let's move on to the next stage of the video. The next thing that we're building in our world is a bunch of bridges because as you can see over here, there's just not enough bridges around and it just looks dry. I like building bridges out of two particular types of wood, and that is dark oak and spruce. So we're going to go farm up a whole bunch of that. So next up is our giant album cover. Now I looked online with these like pathways built this big, or these whatever they're called. I don't know, I'm brain farting right now. Basically, we're pretty much cooked when it comes to the way it looks. So I guess what I'm gonna try doing is I'm gonna try building paths in the middle. Okay, so this is pretty much how good I could get it. I mean, it looks decent in my opinion. There is one last thing I have to do before I end this video, and that's finish up the path. And there we go. That is officially the path done. We are done with everything, guys. Which unfortunately means that it is the end of the video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm sorry that this was a short video, but I'm actually kind of behind right now. Like, I got some projects that I put to the side. And yeah, this is one of the projects that was put to the side. But I'm sorry. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.